Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. Glad you're with us tonight. Special show for you tonight, as usual, as we get you ready for the official weekend. And we're so excited you're here because there's a lot of brand new. It is the new year, so we've got a lot of brand new for you all throughout the evening. We're going to see a lot of special pieces, including something we very rarely have. We have a 1-carat diamond ring that is with a 1-carat solitaire in the center, but of course we've dressed it up with a lot of big diamonds around it. Plus we have a big trillion cut tanzanite, and how about this? A 2-carat plus ruby. It's out of Burma. It is the cleanest stone we've seen yet. That is saying something because we only bring out rubies when they are of the very best quality. We've got a ruby tonight that it's massive. It's over 2 carats. That's always a big deal in a ruby, but it's the clarity, and more importantly, could it be more important than a 2-carat ruby? Well, we've added a carat 60 plus in diamonds, and it is a brand new mounting. So we're looking forward to that one as well. And then we've got a lot of other brand new items that are one of a kinds for you. We're going to see throughout the show. We've got some wheels to share with you as well. Those are going to be basically 1 an hour on the wheels. And we've got, gosh, a lot of really cool museum pieces that are set to close out. So we'll keep some of that sale going that we love, that we just cannot get enough of. So a lot to get to today. We'll be moving rapid fire, giving you all the big values. Of course, if you have any requests, get those in. We're happy to bring anything you'd like to see out of the vaults. Plus, speaking of requests, Sally, we've got a ring that we have pulled for you. I think she might have been looking for one of those illusion set styles where you see a lot of the different bigger stones put together to make the look of a really, really large diamond. So we'll see that as well. Sally, whenever you're ready. Sally J. I can't even read my own writing, but looks like Sally J. So if you want to see your diamond ring we pulled for you, just holler at us, let us know. And again, that goes for everybody. Get requests in. We're happy to bring whatever we can out from the vault. We'd love to do that. So if there's something that's been on your mind, I've had so much incredible feedback just in the last even few hours from so many of you that have been receiving items from the big sale event and all that we've had over the holiday week, or weeks, I should say. And feedback has been tremendous. So big thank you to everyone who's reaching out, loving their pieces. So glad to hear that. That's what we strive to do. It's one thing to show it to you and give you the great value. It's another thing to get it at home and love it so much that you, feel that kindness to reach out and spend your time to let us know how much you love it. I know we all appreciate that because that is what we're all here to work hard to do. So we're going to get started. We've got an amazing affordable. I've got a lot of affordable sprinkled in. So it's not just museum. We're going to see a lot of affordable items in the way of pendants, earrings, rings even, that should never be priced this way ever. So it's a good night to shop, even if you just want a little something to not really a full-on splurge, but something that really is going to get that new year started the right way with a new piece of jewelry. We've got a lot of great opportunities for you. So let's get started. I've got blue zircon to start. We love our blue zircons, don't we? We love them. We love the color. And this has a really special mounting to go with it as well, because it's going to be all of this, kind of that half stardust mounting and then half pave as well on the sides. 8529. I'm going to give it a quick polish here. It looks like I maybe didn't get it all completely polished. Yes, Jess? Did you say Judy or was it Sally? Okay. Okay, good. I was like, yesterday we got a Judy request. Today it's a Sally request. Sally, good. We've got you. We'll get you ready and we'll show it next. So this is the blue zircon that we have for you, and that's what I wanted you to see. A carat 53 pear shape, and then another 44 points in diamonds. So one side of the mounting, which has that chevron tip to it, that's going to be pave. The rest of the diamonds are going to be a mixture of different sizes, and they're going to be all burnished into the gold. So here's another close-up look, and we can even change the gold on this one if you'd like. And here's the other direction. Actually, this is the way we had it. And so you can see those bigger stones that are burnished throughout the sides, and then they taper down a little bit. And then you've got that beautiful pave on the other angle. So how about one only? Really, really, really easy deal, because we like to start off the show really right, and Sally will have your request coming up. But this is not going to be $9.99. That's a fantastic way to start right there, but it's actually much better than even $9.99 or $8.99 or $7.99. This is one of those heavier rings that the gold weight alone should dictate a higher price, but that's not what I'm doing. We're going to make it easy. We'll make it $699 first caller only. Oh, and there's a ruby necklace coming up. We could get you all like decked out head to toe in rubies. I have ruby earrings. I have a ruby necklace. I have that gorgeous ring we talked about. So everything but the bracelet. So we've got a little bit of everything in the Burma ruby collection tonight, and we'll see all of those throughout the show. The necklace is coming up really early though, because it's actually a one only. So we'll have that on the way. And then Let me know if you like this one at $6.99. We'll give it 30 seconds, then we're going to move. And then we have one of those really cool, we call them pie cuts, but it tends to be a bit of a misnomer. There's a little more interest than even that. We're going to see a really good look that gives you the look of a diamond solitaire, but without the price tag of a diamond solitaire. But even a little bit more unusual, certainly, because you don't see a lot of pieces like this out there. So got a lot to show you. But again, let us know if you'd like that one. It's a one only. We'll change the gold if you'd like to. That would look, I think, equally as stunning in the yellow gold, maybe even more so because you have so much gold area there. There's so much gold represented that I think a lot of us love to see mirror finished gold in that rich, beautiful yellow gold. And if that's going to be a nice little contrast to the diamonds, why not? If you're just a yellow gold lover or even, heck, a rose gold lover, we can do that for you as well. So $6.99 if you'd like it, then get ready because we have one of these kind of illusion setting styles, if you will. It's item number 8046 coming up. And Sally, I hope this is what you're looking for. It definitely gives you the look of a solitaire. And what is going on? Everything I'm polishing, not good enough. Not really there yet. So here it is again. Let's see if I got everything off of the band. Yes, we're looking good now. And this is actually a better angle to see why we call it kind of like a pie cut, when actually there are different, pie cut stones there. And then the three of those pie cut stones, which are almost like a semicircle on one side and then a trillion on the other, they'll all veer in, meet in the middle, and then they meet with the tip of the pear shape is created by having a kite cut stone. So this is where different diamonds, 4 of them, still good sized diamonds, totaling 53 points. And it's actually 18 karat gold as well. So done with the influence and the design of, think solitaire wedding sets. And when you get a solitaire engagement ring or whatnot, you've got solitaires that are usually done, again, this is supposed to be the forever ring. So a lot of times you're going to see that, again, higher end gold. That's why we did 18 karat gold. Now this would be, if you had this overall look, and if that were one stone, and let's say it was a pear shape, which it clearly is put together to look like, right? If that was a one center stone pear shape that was a good 1.5 carat or 2 carat, it would be a fortune, especially when you're talking about VS, which these stones are. So if you had one single stone that was bigger and VS, it would be a very pricey piece. Now, the beauty of this is that it's even a little bit more unique, I think, because you're not just getting a solitaire. Solitaires, despite what the price may say, they're everywhere. You can always find them. You can always get them. They're in every retailer's, every jeweler out there is going to have solitaires for you. But what's different about this one is the fact that this actually gives you a different way that that diamond, or the diamonds in this case, because there are 4, are going to play with the light. Because you're not just getting one stone. They're all going to be set together. So it's giving you a different facet pattern and a different amount of sparkle and brilliance than you would even get from one pear-shaped stone, even if that pear-shaped stone is really, really, really high-end luxury. So we're thrilled about that. It gives you a unique factor. Those are all the top 3 stones that are creating that bottom of the pear shape there are those specialty cuts. That is not a typical cut. Not to mention they have to be precision faceted so that the 3 can kind of puzzle piece their way together and then fit perfectly with the kite cut, which is also a unique cut. And so that's happening together. And overall, the pear shape is created. Now you can actually, this one's white gold only. It is 18K. It's a designer piece. These are a fortune in the designer world. We're so thrilled to bring it to you. Let's make it a huge value. Anybody like it? And I know that when this started off, it was $49.99, and that makes a lot of sense when you know about the world of fancy cut diamonds and what they should do and how pricey they become, especially when you're putting them together with this look. We're going to do better than $49.99. Take a look at it. We only have this one. It is a fabulous value. Again, white gold only on this one. Here's what it looks like on. Also finishing. We didn't even need to do that, but there is that finishing on the inside. Usually a solitaire wouldn't have an undergallery per se. This does. And so if you like it, and again, we do have a 1 carat round brilliant diamond today, but even the 1 carat is not going to give you the look that this has. And case in point, here it is on the hand, so you can really see what that's going to look like from a distance away. So really good pear shape, but do you see how you get those? We don't have a sparkle filter or a star filter on our cameras. And do you see what's happening there with the way that the light just completely reflects off the surface of those stones? 4 stones making the look of one, but that, see right there, we see one pie cut highlighted there, and then you see the other 2, and then there's that kite cut, and then look at that, little back and forth on the 2 pie cuts on the side. That's the kind of unique factor that you get, which I would take this over a solitaire for that reason, because of the way you get that extra little flash, kind of like a surface flash you wouldn't get from one stone. And that's going to be better than $49, better than $39, and how about this, better than even $29.99. There's a different angle. You can see the band itself being a solitaire band still has a great texture to it. There's a little bit, it's almost like a reverse knife edge, really. I mean, it's got a little bit more of that concave style as opposed to a knife edge, which has that point to the band, and we're going to make it better than even $2,500. This is a really important value. First caller only, white gold only. Let's make it even better than 24, 23, or 22. It's, you know what, Miss, make it $22.99. That's it. We'll get it out the door. White gold only, 18 karat solid. It's a great also stack. If you want to just, you know, put something next to it, you can. Solitaires are really good for that, so you can do that as well. But $22.99 gets it to you. Then we've got also some really big emerald stud earrings that we have not seen in a while. We've got a true cornflower blue sapphire. Haven't seen a true cornflower in a long time, and it's over a carat as well. Then we're going to get to that ruby necklace for you, and then much, much more. So again, get requests in if you have them. That is Sally's request, and Sally, guide us if that's what you're looking for. Now, if not, we do have, and I'll flash it now for everybody. This is something we don't see very often because we don't get a lot of the bigger white diamonds. But I do have a 1 carat. Look at this. This is the 1 carat coming up in a little bit. That's not something we see very often. It's a 1 carat round brilliant, and then it's in this bridge mounting. So you get all of that look. So that's going to be coming up as well tonight in the show. But just wanted to let you know, if you want more of a true solitaire, that is definitely it right there. $22.99. If you want the round brilliant with a bridge mounting, that could be a wedding set or an upgrade or even just an engagement ring style, that's going to be coming up in the show. So lots to get to. And then speaking of rubies, let's talk about this ruby necklace, a one only, and this is wild. It's going to be, item number is 7509. And it's a really special piece. And again, nobody's dialed in on this yet, so it's up for grabs. First caller that says, I'll take it, it will be yours. But here it is, the next necklace. And I do not imagine this is going to last very long. So before you get too comfortable and relaxed on a Thursday night, take a look at this. This is a wild two-tone gold. We're talking about the beautiful Burma we love. That's a big stone. It's an 80-point stone on its own in a pear shape. And that's going to be with that drop that extends from this beautiful kind of dove's tail design that is a full-on necklace, as you see here. So you get the ruby at 80 points. It's stunning. You can see the glow even from a distance away. That's surrounded by a halo, and that's in the yellow gold. Then we did the two-tone, so you see the white gold is that bar up top, and so is the chain. Now, if you look at the back, here's how this is made. It's got a spring ring clasp and 3 adjustable links, so that'll be 16, 17, and 18 inches, so you can adjust it day by day, outfit by outfit, moment by moment, however you want it. But look at still the ruby and how that's glowing even from a distance away. It's beautiful. And we're going to show you here against the neckline, then we'll show you up close so you can see the ruby as well. But it's a light 1 carat. Nothing about this stone looks anything under a carat. I will tell you that right now. It looks like a full-on carat stone, so don't worry about that if you're thinking if that's the deal breaker for you and you're curious about, oh, I'm not sure if 80 points is going to be large enough. It is facing up like a 1 carat all day. It's just, again, we're very specific about these carat weights, and that's going to be 80 points exactly when it's on the gem scale. But it's a really beautiful look, and there you can see how it's going to rest on the neckline and be that little bit of extra length, where if you want to wear it higher, you can, lower, you can. It's really up to you. So let's go back to the hand, and you know what I'll do is we're going to show you what we can do on this great value. It is as is, so it'll stay in the two-tone gold. Good news there, goes with absolutely everything, so no matter what gold you wear. And then I want to take it up close as well, just so you can see that centerpiece, because that's what we're, you know, I think you're really getting a good idea of the quality from a distance, but that is worth looking at, right? See, come on. I mean, this is obviously a little awkward to hold for you, being that it's got this, you know, extra dove's tail design, but I wanted you to see that ruby up close and personal so you know what you're talking about. And you know that it's that really premium, top quality ruby. And it's going to be, you know what, first caller, just blow it out. It's supposed to be $29.99. I can't do that. We've got to get some pieces out the door tonight. And so that's how we're going to do it. Take a price that's going to be fair and beautiful on its own, make it a lot better for you as we show it one more time on the hand, and get you a better price like $9.99. That's it. Triple digits under $1,000 on a major ruby, and diamond weighted 35 points as well in that two-tone, the yellow and the white gold, all attached to the chain. So you have just one beautiful complete piece, and that's great too. You're never worried about, you know, pendants can be tricky because you're worried about, is it the right chain? Is it the right size? Will it fit through the bail? This is all one gorgeous necklace. So that's going to be a great piece, and you'll never have your clasp coming around to the front because you always have that weight of the centerpiece, keeping it right where it should be, centered. So $9.99 on this one, one only. Let's see who's got it for a necklace. Chains go for this all the time, and that's just a chain that you would have as a standard basic chain to go with, let's say, a pendant. This is so much more than that with that ruby, the diamond weight, the two-tone gold, this luxury way that it looks almost like a collar kind of feel, the way it's creating that point on the neckline and giving you that extra drop. But it's only $9.99 if you'd like it. First caller on that one. Let's see who's got it. We'll give it 30 seconds and then we're going to be on our way. Lots to show you, but not a lot of time. Again, we've only got about 2 hours and 45 minutes. So get requests in if you have them. We did not hear from Sally, so that last piece is available if you'd like it. And keep in mind that we also, if we ever don't get your request exactly right, then give us a call so we can find it for you and get you the right piece. Now, I've got a really cool stone that actually looks a lot like a ruby, but without the expense of a ruby. So we'll see that next in a ring, and then get ready, Cornflower blue coming up right after that. So we're getting you all ready to go. But that is the $9.99 necklace that should really save the day there. And then look at this. This is just a nice little kind of addendum to our ruby selection here, because even though we're going to have a 2-carat ruby in a ring, let's take a look at this. And first of all, finished all the way through. Not a ring that would really require a lot of undergallery, but it's just made the right way. And I know for those of you going, oh, well, look, it looks exactly like the necklace. That'll match. The truth is they will match, but it's not a ruby. That is item number 8417. That is giving you top quality fire opal out of Mexico. And that is a really, really strong, bright, vibrant color. They mostly are yellow. This is something I feel like we have to say over and over again, because whenever we see fire opals, they tend to be only this quality. And that top quality is very different from what you see. It's a whole different color from what you typically see out there in the world, which is a light yellow. They actually can be like a dingy kind of yellow color. Have you ever seen a fire opal where it's like that lighter yellow, or it almost looks like it's got a haze or a film within the stone, or sometimes it might get into that yellow orangey golden color. When you're really talking about top quality fire opal, you want the reds. This is almost pure red. I mean, there's no yellow in the stone, but there's even very little orange in the stone. So it's really a great way to get what to me looks like a luxury stone. I mean, there is, it's not the most expensive stone in the world. It is still part of the opal category. It doesn't give you play of color like other opals out of Ethiopia or Australia do, but it's still giving you that really top quality, but it's got the glow. I mean, the fact that a fire opal can sit here and look like a really top quality Burma, like what we just saw, that is a really good thing. That's like being compared to the world's hottest supermodel, right? It's a really good stone, and yet it's super affordable to get it. So let's take a look at it. We'll get you a great value. It's white, yellow, or rose gold. You got the finishing on the inside of the band, some diamonds on the sides. It's 8417. It's a really cool piece, and get ready. We have so many special new pieces on the way as well that you will love, including I've got a 3-carat 49 ruby that's here as well. That is not something we see every day of the week, and it's in a brand new mounting, so you'll love that too. But this one's got to go. 14 points in diamonds. You choose your gold color. Let's make it a lot better than, I love $9.99, given that you can't get a gold band in today's industry for, a $9.99 price tag. But the fact that it is going lower, let's try to get this one at home right now and get you a great, great value and send it flying out of here. It's not even $9.99 or $8.99, $7.99. These are all great values. And then I love that little chevron design on the sides. It's subtle, but you know what? If you have a Wonder Ring, how perfect and tailor-made would that be next to a Wonder Ring, where it's that same kind of influence and that same kind of chevron style and shape, and then you get that, that ease of having that little wider point with the center stone in the middle, and then it would be great stacked with the Wonder Ring. So think about that. But it's not going to be $7.99. This is how we do it. It's a really easy, really, really affordable way to get a top quality stone. You see the liveliness it has as you look through the sides of it. Let's also try it on for you as well, so you can see that it is not a small ring, but it's also going to be that, just a wearable size for every single day if you want to. And yet it is not even $7.77. Let's send it flying out. It's fiery, beauty, and gorgeous and rare. It is really rare to find fire opals in this kind of color, and we're so proud to bring it to you. And that's a power color. I mean, it's pure red right there, and it's only $699 instead of $777. So we will take it all the way down for you. Get you a great, great value. Did you pick something up, Virginia, or have any questions? A what? Oh, good, good, good. What ring was that? Oh, good. Wonderful. That's great to hear. That's fabulous. Thank you so much. All right. So getting some pieces out of here from yesterday. I like that too. All right, here we go. Big ruby. Look at this one. There is a 3.5 carat if you like a ruby that's huge. with, have you ever seen so many tapered baguettes ever? And that's not even in focus and it looks good. That's going to be coming up. We got a big Paraíba that's brand new. It's not every day we see a new Paraíba come through. We've got a carat 59 that is the best in color. And then we've got, get ready for it, cornflower blue. I think that's what everyone's got to be waiting on, is the cornflower blue. Sapphire, a very specific color of sapphire. When I know we think about sapphires and we think about the blues. But what's truly remarkable is you don't see a lot of the true cornflowers. It's supposed to be a lighter color but brighter. And that's really the deal. And I think at this point, once you see a cornflower blue, it's really tough to even look at the sapphire world as the same. And this is specialty because it's also an emerald cut. So let me just see if we can get the band all cleaned up here. I am playing jewelry cleaner today as well. Look at that though. That's what I'm talking about as far as pure specific coloring. That's almost like if you had to just define it in a way, besides if you're not looking at the photograph of the cornflower for which it's named after, you would look at this as almost like a blue that, again, a little lighter than those royal blues or those navy blues, but at the same time, just a little bit of almost like a lavender color. It's almost like a little, just a touch. I'm talking about a hint or a kiss or a whisper of just a little bit of that periwinkle lavender color we would see. Had the most dazzling purple. It was a lavender purple ultraviolet sapphire about this time yesterday. And now we've got this cornflower blue for you, which is that emerald cut stone. It is truly remarkable. You just don't see a lot of stones in this color, and it's still over a carat. So emerald cutting, I think, just makes it even more spectacular. We're thrilled to bring it to you. Let's give you a great value. Take a look at it. There's only one, so you might want to dial early because you know who you are. If you're waiting on these cornflowers, there are very few of them around, and they very rarely come out an affordable price tag. This is 9383. It's going to be our 1 carat 16, and you get also, it's Ceylon. That, of course, is origin. Also is specifically that color we love, but then that double halo in diamonds, which is 51 points as well, wrapping around the cornflower blue. So how about this one at a better value than $39.99, because we got to make sure this goes quickly, and then we have the really, really cool, got a really rare garnet coming up for you after this, but really, just to make this quick, at $39.99, it's not going to do it. It's just never going to work. We got a Thursday night here of sale values, keeping the sale going even on brand new, because I know it can be tough to readjust to, you know, after we come off a sale, right? So I'm just keeping it going, and that's how we're going to do this. So instead of the $39 or half off at even $19.99, we're going to get you a better value than that and send it out of here. It's just a matter of dialing in really early, though, because with one of a kinds, and I can tell you from a lot of experience, when the cornflower blues come through, there are always a lot of people who are really excited, but then there's inevitably folks that miss out, and then we can wait months and months before we see another one. So please dial in early, especially when it's not 19 or 18 or 17 or even $16.99. I mean, that is a showpiece. And you've got that amazing color. Look at how clean it is and vibrant it is. You can change the gold to, if you want to as well. There's something special always and elevated about an emerald cut. The way that they're flashing the light, the way that they have that beautiful bright, it's just more like a shine than a glow even. It's more impactful than just a simple glow. It's got this bright vibrantness to it, and we're not going to make it $16.99 either. We've got one. Let's blow it out right now. We'll make it only $1,599 only, first caller situation. A rare garnet is coming up in just a moment. We'll have that for you, and the list goes on, and we're still waiting on requests. Give us requests if you have them. I always leave a little bit of time. I mean, I always make sure that we don't have too much scheduled, so we always have time for requests so we can get to those, and want to make sure that we get to all of your requests as well. So just let me know. $15.99 on this one. Great value there. Big Morganites and Rubellites are here. I do have a brand new pink diaspora, so one only on a brand new. It's also an emerald cut. So if you're an emerald cut fanatic, make sure you stay with us for that one as well. Plus, we're going to mark down a big yellow diamond, just to let you know early, because over the event, over the last 2 weeks or so, there's been everything I put up in yellow diamonds. I don't care if it was a 1 carat, a 1.5, a 170, a 2 carat, or a 2 carat plus. They're all gone. So we just want to let you know there is a one. Just going to mark this one down today. It's a GIA certified stone though, and it is over 2 carats. Usually when we see the 2 carats, most of what I've had of late have not been GIA certified. And for some people, again, you don't have to have one, but a lot of people prioritize the GIA certs. Some do not. If you are one of those because you want to know every specific detail of your diamond, we have one today, and here's the cert. And this will also tell you that it's a VS stone, which is very, very unusual to get a VS stone in a 2 carat plus yellow. So we'll take a look at our cornflower blue. So get ready. It's a cushion cut square. So that's something that's going to fly out of here. And then we have the coolest. Okay, if I could pick one piece from our inventory, I am not even kidding you. If there was no limitation, no nothing, I would probably pick this next pendant. It is just so beautiful and different. I mean, I like something different. Not everybody does, but you know, I do. And I really appreciate when there's a lot of design elements to something unique. And this is item number 8437. So every time I see this, I fall in love with it a little bit more. And it's all the different colors and the contrast of having pink sapphires and padbarashas and black diamonds and rose gold, but you don't even see the rose gold unless you actually turn it physically around to the backside. But there you can see it's 18 karat rose gold, but this is just a beautiful, unique designer piece, and it's finally come down in price. I have ignored it and ignored it and ignored it because it was like $3,000. So I thought, well, for 31 points in sapphires and a carat 13 in black diamonds, I get it, but I'm not ready to get it out of here for $3,600 or $3,500. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you a huge value, and if you're like me and you appreciate something a little different and more bold, there is the black rhodium though behind all of the black diamonds. So the rose gold is setting your sapphires and your white diamonds, but the black rhodium is setting the black diamonds, which gives it a really great backdrop for the black diamonds, which have this, of course, they're opaque diamonds, but they have a sheen off their surface. And you're getting 18 karat rose gold and even that designer style in the back, which really mimics the designer elements we see in the front and the way the stones are set. It's 1.25 inches. You'll see it in a moment. And it even has the black diamonds in the bale, so a continuous look there. Is it a floral? Is it a kind of like a firework effect? I mean, it kind of is open to interpretation, and it's a bit abstract, and that's another thing I love about it, but also very colorful. And we also have 38 points in the white diamonds. So let's go through this because it looks like we may have the graphics a little different than what I have here. It's 31 points in the sapphires. Then you have, which looks like more, then a carat 13 in the black diamonds. Now I have 38 points in the round white diamonds as well. So they are bigger stones among the 5 there, or actually no, they're getting 8 stones that are, actually, never mind. Yeah, 8 stones, okay, just 9 stones, 9 stones. I'm trying to find them all. I feel like they keep popping up amongst the color and amongst the black diamonds. And there's a little bit of cutout detail as well. And there's only one, and it's supposed to be $35.99. We're going to do better than that. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand. We'll give you the measurement, and then we're going to show it to you on the neckline. See how it's a bigger medallion piece, but I love seeing those cutouts. Again, that same designer style you see with the undergallery is happening in the front as well. There it is, 1.25 inches top to bottom with the bail. The actual medallion itself is about 1 inch in diameter, and we'll show it on the neckline coming up right now for you, so you can see what it looks like from a perspective of a little further away and get another idea. But there's so much. Again, you see as it's moving there, the black diamonds are what are jumping out with the most of the sparkle there, I would say. It's mostly the black diamonds you see there sparkling. That's because if you think a black diamond being opaque is not going to have a shine to it, it's true, they do. They just have a sheen off of the stones. It's like a metallic luster that happens off those black diamonds, so they are still giving you their own type of sparkle. And we're making it so much more affordable than $35.99. Like I said, we're going to make it a lot better for you. First caller, if you like something unique and different, this is it. I'll make it $999 only, and then we will see it out the door. Good luck. It is one only, and then we'll have that rare, rare garnet, and then big, big, big emerald earrings, and may even put something on the auction block here in the first couple of minutes to see who's with us so that we can help you out. I do have an announcement coming up later in the show, so if you're just waiting on that, it'll be at the end of the show, so stay with us for that, and we'll have that for you as well, and you'll want to hear what that's about, so you know what's going on. But let's go ahead and stick around. We've got also wheels every single hour. We're going to do a quick trio this hour. We've got a lot to get to. We've got some museum wheels that are magnificent. We've got that yellow diamond whenever you're ready. GIA certified VS2 yellow diamond in a 2-carat plus size. Really looking forward to that as well. So $9.99 on this one. Cornflower's here. Let's take a look at also the, Tony, I know we were kind of, again, debating what this was earlier. I usually don't show this stone. I usually don't. I kid you not, they give me 2 a day. They give me 2 a show, and I usually don't show them because they usually have a color that is, I don't know. I mean, I hate to, like, you know, put my preferences on you guys, but they're usually brown. They're usually brown stones, and I'm not a tremendous fan of them. But this stone is not brown. It's like a bright, bright sunshine pop of yellow. It's really intense. And of course, partly, you know, helping that color along is the fact that it's a unique cut as well. So you got all that happening. This is Molly Garnet. This is a Molly Garnet. What looks like a speen, or it looks like it could be a yellow diamond or a really, really good yellow sapphire, is actually this rare Molly Garnet that we love. And it's usually brown. I can show you one. I have a couple over offset. It's a brown color usually, and it's not all that, I think, attractive. But when you get a Molly Garnet that's in those greens or those yellows or those chartreuse combinations, that's what we're seeing here. And it's really lively and bright. And I think it gives you a really big kind of a personality stone. It's a vivacious stone. And yet, at the same time, you're getting into the rare world of garnets, where we usually talk demontoids, savorites, Marilani mints, things like that, mandarins. You can go on and on and on. This is the Molly Garnet. Let's take a look at it. It's one only. It's that round that is just shining and glowing, and every time it moves, you see a little different color to it. There's yellow, there's green, there's a little bit of golden as well, and it's a 8832 item number. It's a 1-carat 09 in that fabulous, they're calling it a cushion. It is. It's just a, again, any little subtle corner is going to be tucked behind those prongs, but do you see what I mean about chartreuse? You can really see the greens and the goldens there coming through together, and that looks fabulous, but all we need to do right now is send it flying on out of here. Get on those lines early because this is one only, and it's done in this crown-like style with 22 points in diamonds. You can change the gold on it if you'd like to, but that is going to be one of those amazing one-of-kinds, just a really beautiful pop of color. It's almost like a yellow diamond. It's almost like a sphene, or again, all these stones I'm mentioning would be a lot more expensive than a $19.99 price tag, which is where this one started. But we're not leaving it there, and here's what it looks like on. Tell me if that is not one of the strongest, brightest colors you're seeing, and a really good way to give a bright pop of color, something different, doesn't look like everything you may have already, even if you have other yellow stones, doesn't just look like that. See how bright and sparkling that is, and now you see more greens. It was a little lower lighting. You saw a little more green coming through. It's not even $9.99. Let's just see if we can get this one at home before we go any further into the show. We've got more necklaces on the way, pendants, you name it, we got it. And any requests you have, but let's just try something. Let's just get it at home right now. Send it out of here. Make it even better than $888 or $777. We're going to go ahead and just show you what we can do on really, really important rare stones. Do not let this price fool you. This is a rare stone. We see very few that are this color. They usually are brown. I can show you one here. Let me actually do that. I'm going to show you what I mean, because this is supposed to be, you know, don't just take my word for it. Here's what they typically look like. This is a little different color there. See how it's got a lot more brown to it? That's usually what they look like. And don't get me wrong, that's a really nice quality stone, but that's where I'm talking about the brown colors. So when you see this stone and you realize, yeah, that's yellows and greens and goldens together, that's what it should look like. That's what the extra, extra rare looks like. And we're going to make it better than $777. Make it $699. First caller, that's it. Final call, one only. Beautiful way that it's set in a very elite kind of, again, regal, elegant type of mounting here as well. Still have our ruby necklace even. If you'd like that ruby necklace, you should not wait on that $9.99 ruby necklace at all. And then we've got something brand new in a designer fancy colored diamond ring. It is probably my favorite of our new pieces that have come through in some time. So we're looking forward to that as well. And it's all different fancy colors and diamonds together, but in a really wearable type ring. So we'll see that as well. But come on in if you want the Molly Garnet. That's a one only there. And then don't forget about that beautiful, beautiful sapphire that we saw. And we'll get to a quick wheel. And also we have there's a brand new emerald that I love this design. And yet we have never seen this before. Similar in the way it's got a lot of open work like we're seeing here in this band. But we do have a brand new style in emerald. Look at this. Isn't that really pretty? So detailed, and I love that almost laciness style that has. We'll see that coming up as well. All right, coming up now, we're going to get to a really special pair of earrings. These are big. I had some drop emerald earrings last night, and they were a lot of fun, but this is a little bit bigger stone, and so we're getting into a truly, truly rare gem here, because obviously we know Colombian emeralds, but look at this Asher cut, and can you believe there is an exact match to it in an earring stud set? Here it is, one pair only. That is the key. So remember, dial in early, especially when we see studs. It's rare to match up emeralds at any point. So that's why earrings in general are tougher with emeralds that are out of Colombia. We insist on it's either one of two varieties of emerald here. It's either going to be Colombian, that's most of the time, or every now and then we'll see a really, really strong Zambian, so we might bring those out. Those actually, truth be told, have $50,000 and $60,000 price tags on some of our larger Zambians. So it's exciting to get the larger stones. You get a carat 85 total weight here, so each stone just under a carat in size, in those beautiful Asher cuts. That's a square emerald cut essentially is what that is. It's giving you the ability also to wear it in two different ways. If you're thinking, well, it's a stud, are there really two different ways? Just in how you angle it. So if you angle it just like you see on the wheel, square it off. If you put them at an angle where you have that kind of top point, northeast, southwest, that gives you a little bit more of a diamond shape or a kite cut. So you've got two ways to wear them, yellow gold or change it. If you want to change it, go ahead, be our guest, do white gold, do rose gold, whatever you want, but there's only one pair. Let's take a look at them. There's just a pair of bigger studs, and again, when emeralds are here, keep in mind, because it's always good to know that 9394 is something that we can do in white, yellow, or rose. So you've got the option there to put them in whatever gold you want. We started with the yellow, knowing that that could be the most popular that we see, the most beloved, because we love our emeralds in the yellow gold, and it's going to be, watch this, a lot less. Well. A lot less than that $2,999. And remember, if you're thinking, well, it's just a stud, there's no diamonds, but it's about the size. And that's what I'm talking about the way you can wear them. Set them on a side if you want to. Give you I love the lower profile basket there. You can see that little hallmark there on that side. But that's a lower profile basket, so it's not sitting too high up off the ear. So if you're wearing it as a primary stud or second, third, fourth, whatever you want to do. Although I think this size is going to lend itself mostly to a primary stud. I don't know if you're going to, I mean, maybe a second, but it's pretty large, because remember, you're always going to get a bigger face. So if there's already a nearly 1 carat size, you're getting a bigger look than if it were another stone of another type of specific gravity. It's going to give you a much bigger look. It's over 1/4 of an inch. It's really stretching and reaching towards 3/8 of an inch there. In the top to the bottom will be 3/8 of an inch if you angle it like that. And then we'll show one against the ear for you, but it's not going to be $29. They're not even $19.99. We have one pair only. They're bright and clean, and this is what's so rare to get in an emerald. Anything that's got that kind of color and clarity, but then a matched set. So tough to do in the emerald world. It is why we see very few emeralds in earrings at all, drops or studs or otherwise. I put them on at an angle for you so you can see there what that's all about and what I was speaking on to that beautiful look that they're giving you there. But I'll tell you what, let's just make it easy. That's a nice big size though, isn't it? Let's go back to our wheel. We'll get you a great look at, you know what, a better value too. Let's make them under $1,500. We'll make them $1,499 for the pair. That's it. And while they're here, only one, that will be the time to pick them up and get them for $1,499. Then a quick wheel coming up, and maybe, just maybe, do we need to put something on the auction block? I'm thinking we do. And a really important fancy color diamond ring coming up here that is almost like it's giving me a signet ring vibe. If you like wider bands or you like even wonder rings, it's like a lot of different styles all combined together in one great new look. So we'll see that as well. Okay, coming up. Gosh, I wonder if I've missed something in the world. Do you think something's happened or something really monumental's going on out there? Or I always wonder. Sometimes I feel a little lost in the television world. Yes, those are gone. Congratulations. Let's go move on. And let's get to, if anybody wants that brand new pink diaspora, we've got one here for you. And then I'll just show this for kicks. It's not exactly an inexpensive ring, but it is really, really beautiful. It's the largest ruby we have. And that's why we said, how about $1 million mounting? That's not far off. Take a look at this. Oh yeah. Ballerina style times 2, a 93879 item number. It is not only about the size of this ruby, it's the fact it's a fancy cut that's not even a round. It's a square cushion, but a very light, soft edge to it. And it's a 349, largest ruby we have by far in our inventory. That, and it just adds and adds and adds the diamonds. How about the baguettes totaling 210? How about the diamonds? There's more. If you can look all the way on the sides here, there's actually going to be a split shank there with the round brilliance. That's another 18 points there. And that is our fabulous Burma. And yet, I have said it over and over and over again. When we have had, and we've been lucky, we've had a few Burma rubies that have been 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5. And again, don't worry if this is too large and too much money. That's no problem. We have another 2-carat coming up. But this is 349, the largest I have. But usually what happens when we get into the 3-carat sizes, and I've said it all the time, a lot of times the 3 carats and anything greater than that, they become really, really, really dark. Like burgundy. They're not red. They're not like a siren red or a beautiful kind of stoplight red that glows. They get really opaque and they get really dark. They're not even red anymore. They're more of that burgundy tone, or they can look almost like a lot of brown to the stone, and they have no clarity typically. And that's okay. Some people are going to prioritize the size of the ruby. We know Burma rubies, being a chromium-rich stone, they don't get to big sizes very often. 1 carat is considered large in the ruby world, so that's always great. But a 3-carat 49 is otherworldly. It really is. It belongs in a museum. So what we do, since it's not in a museum and it's available to one of you, we at least gave it museum-worthy diamonds in the mounting and a solid 14-karat gold that's going to stay in the white gold as is. It's fabulous. I mean, you asked for a beautiful halo. This is beyond that. This is truly where that concept of a ballerina mounting came to be, when you have baguettes going around it and kind of wrapping and twirling as a halo, but that is what gives that kind of ballerina tutu effect. That's where the whole name ballerina setting comes from in the jewelry world at large. And that's what we have here for you. Take a look at it. There's only one. And again, it's not exactly inexpensive, but the fact that this ruby is a top quality in that huge size, that's what makes the difference here. That's what makes it so wild. And yes, it's fully finished on the inside. Of course, there's actually 4 little heart shapes coming together there to make that inside under gallery. But think about what's happening. And you know what I'm talking about. If you've seen, enough shows or seen them, before, you know that usually they get really opaque, really dark, really hazy, really burgundy. And that may be okay if you just want size. But that is not top quality in every respect. What you want is that clarity. You want that beautiful kind of stoplight red color. You want that glow. This is happening in a 349. So something to consider. I know it's not inexpensive, but it is going to be better than $69,000. That is a beautiful thing. We can make them this one a lot more affordable than that, but we also have a 2-carat coming up that's going to give you the same amazing clarity and glow. So that's here. I would just remind you to call me for a price tag. We can do something a little bit better if you love it. I'm going to try to get it below half of that price. We can get it to that $34,999, maybe even make it a little bit better here. I mean, that's just a truly special stone, and there is just no two ways about it. You would be lucky to see that kind of clarity in a 1-carat. The fact that we are up and into that 3.5-carat range makes it truly remarkable. So museum piece, absolutely. Collectors who are out there, this is yours. Let me show it to you on the hand as well, because this will help give you a sense of the size. Because it's not a small stone, and it's definitely not a small ring at all. There it is. So that's going to be, and we'll skip over $30,000 as well. You know what? If you like it, we'll make it under $20,000, and we'll even get it under 19. So this is the one to own. It's certainly our largest. I have not ever had on this show or any a 3.5-carat that had this color and perfect clarity to it that's allowing it to really sparkle like as if it's a red diamond. So it'll be under 19. We can make it even less than that. Call me if you like it. We'll help you out with that one. So just want to let you know, kind of lay of the land here on what's here in rubies tonight. We're really bringing out the rubies here. Already had the necklace, which is here for $9.99. We've got the beautiful earring studs coming up as well. But I really want to get to this designer band ring, and then we'll get to our brand new emerald. And we have aqua. So how about this? Let's skip the big designer ring for just a moment and show you something really affordable. I told you there would be something affordable really throughout the show. Got a few options for you, but how about Sierra Santa Maria? How about a stone that we all love and admire and don't get to see very often? And when we do, it's usually $3,000 or $4,000. We're going to make one affordable. And the great news is, unlike everything else I've got a little bit of quantity on this one. So it's available for a couple of different colors, and you can do any gold color you want. But the beauty of it is it's a pendant. So if you are already fortunate enough to have some Sierra Santa Maria and earrings or a ring, this is going to be a great match to the set. And we'll show it to you right now, and we'll come in a little close. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is a really strong Sierra Santa Maria, and partly in fact because it's got a round shape to it as well. It's 9186 is the number, and it's a round stone. This is looking all day, every day like it is a blue diamond. We've seen a couple of blue diamonds. No, they were not this size at a carat 40, but we have had a couple of blue diamonds, and this is definitely the look of a blue diamond. But it's a round, and it is Sierra Santa Maria through and through. It's a carat 40 in size, and then we still get you the diamonds at 13 points around it, creating that beautiful halo. And they even do something a little different. They squared it off and then gave it those cut corners, so it looks like an Asher cutting kind of halo design around it, which is really nice. And we've only got a couple, so white, yellow, rose gold, you decide. But I'll tell you, we got to make it better than $9.99. That is my price tonight. I just want to see if we have anybody with us tonight. That's really important here on a Thursday, when we got to make sure that we've got everybody ready and ready to shop, and ready to shop all the brand new that we're going to see throughout the next 2 hours, and that's all we have left. So here's what we're going to do instead of even $9.99, or how about we just see? I'm going to try something. It's an experiment only. We'll give a couple away. It's all right. We're just going to make sure that a couple pieces can go, since I'm lucky enough to have 3 instead of 1, and that's a nice thing. 3 people out there tonight are going to own this, and when I take it better than half off, and we don't even leave it at $499, we're probably looking at a great value, right? But we're going to make it even better for you. And this is where you've got to call me now. Half off at $9.99. Quite frankly, it should be gone at $9.99. We're going to do better. We'll make it $479 right now, the very first callers. I have 3 available. We're just going to make it easy, and we'll see who's got them. That's it. Amazing Sierra Santa Maria. Still a carat and a half almost, and you've got your diamonds around it as well. One is already gone, 2 left. That'll be that. 60 seconds on that one. I don't think it's going to last 60 seconds, but that's how we're going to roll. So again, better value. Here's what it looks like from the distance on the hand, and then we'll actually show you the measurement and all of that so you can see what you're getting. And you choose the gold. You don't have to leave it in the white gold. That is a strong enough aqua. It's going to look great in every color of gold. So don't just feel like you're obligated to get the white gold, as a lot of times throughout the trade, you would be really, truly, I think, you know, it would be wise to take white gold with aquas, but this has got enough color where you're getting it here. Look at that. That's a beautiful over a ½ inch style there. And we've got now, looks like 3 people on the line, so they should be completely sold out. I'll wait till we have official word that it is, but that's going to be one more is gone. So we have 1 left now. Take a look at that from a distance away on the neckline, and that is still as bright as can be. And I dropped it. So that one's sold out anyways, right? All right, so we've got it. All right, you got it. So let's go back to the wheel, and we'll show you a pink diaspora. I think it's gone. Or is it still? Oh, wait. So we have 1 left? Who's got one? Antonio, are you not getting one? Oh, you're not. Okay, so we have 1 left. All right, good. So we have 1 remaining, if you'd like it. All right, so give us a call. We'll help you out. I thought Antonio got the first one. He did not, so that means we have 1 left. Virginia, let me know if you're taking one, and then we will find out. Last call, who's taking that last one? Here's our pink diaspora. It's item number 9380, and this is an emerald cut. Yikes, that's pretty. Pinks and purples and plums, blues as well. Truly rare stone. This is not going to last at all. I hope we have a lot of you on the lines here, and guess what? It's a 372. Have not had many over 3 or close to 4. There's been 1 6-carat in a pendant and 1 6-carat in a ring, and they're all gone. Here's your chance now to get that Gosha region mine material. Gosh, that's a pretty stone, isn't it? It's an elongated emerald cut. I think that's also what's making it a little bit more unique, is the fact that it's that elongated stone we love so much. Really important here. It's a 372. It's got also 16 points in pink diamonds. It has another 49 points in the white diamonds as well. And how about this? 1 quick deal. We got to make sure this one goes, and in a hurry. Got to really make sure that we can get this one home right now. It's not going to be hard if we make it a really right price, and that's exactly what we're here to do. There have been a handful of stones here. Just, I mean, truly every single one we bring, they go. They're not going to last because, well, there's no new mining. We know the mine is closed, and we don't know if they're ever going to reopen it. It's just too dangerous a situation in that part of the world, and that's really saying something. When there's a really valuable material and they're still saying, nope, we can't do it. We can't go in there. We can't, you know, put miners' lives at risk to go in such a volatile area and such a really, again, conflict ravaged area. They're not even mining this material. So that is why there was 1 month of mining. We got the couple of handful of stones we did. We've set them in jewelry. They're ready to go. Here's our brand new 372. And it's going to be, watch this, 1 only, as is, in the rose and the white gold. Do not wait. It is a huge blowout. $69.99 was supposed to be. We're going to make it a lot better than that right now. Very, very first caller. And come on in early because I've got to love the pink diamonds. I don't know about 16 points. To be honest, I don't think that's 16 points. And that would mean you're getting more, which is good. That's a good thing. And if you're paying for 16 and getting more, deal. That's a great advantage. And then 49 points. Now, I'm not sure if any of these diamond weights are right. This is just it. Look at this on the hand. See if you agree. I mean, there's a lot of length to go around this perimeter times 2. And then you'll notice here, as you see it from a lot of different angles, you'll get these really bright pinks that come through. It's like a bubblegum pink. And then these beautiful plum mauve tones as well. Even some extra like ultraviolet blue colors come through. It's not even $69, $59. If you don't have one of these, try it as quickly as you can, because there is just nothing quite like it out there in this world. There's nothing that really delivers this kind of color in pleochroism, not even kunzite, not even sapphires, all of those really unique stones that we love. We love those stones. We love them. We know they're special and exotic and considered rare on their own. This is even better though, because it's just so limited. I mean, when you've got a stone that, forget about 20,000 carats, there's like 20 stones that we have had all together Grant, I don't even think it's been that many, actually. We'll have to get a count. I'm sure we can do that in our system. It's only been a real, like maybe what, 15 stones that we've ever had? Ever. Everything that's here is put into jewelry. We're not saving them. We're giving you these values and making sure that they go out to you the collectors. You, the ready to be a collector. I mean, you have a stone like this, you are a collector. You're good. You're there. But it's not even $59 or $49.99. We're making it less than even $3,999 for a 372. That is rare. If you are a collector of rare stones, put the rarity aside, look at the beauty of it. The beauty is worth the price of admission. The fact that it's got so much rarity as well, that's a bonus. It's a bonus. And guess what? If you have a lot of jewelry already, I don't think you have a stone probably looks like this because it is so unique. It's got those unique different colors together. It's not $39, $38, $37, $36.99, or even $35.99. Let's make it easier for you right now. First caller, make it $3,499 for the 372. Yes. Sure. The ring on the hand again. Here we go. Absolutely. It is such a beauty. And yes, we have that emerald cutting. Watch this. When it's further away, you see even more of the bold colors that come through. See how that emerald cut lights up? It has been such a wonderful choice. I'm so glad that the cutters decided to do what they did with a lot of emerald cuts. Yeah. Emerald aqua from yesterday. I think it's available. Do we want to check? Can we check real quick? Sure, because, you know, I'm not here all the time, so you never know. A lot of things sell the following day, and I never hear about it, so we'll check for you right now, because who knows, might have sold today, but we'll check it out right now for you. And do you need to see it if it is available? It was the emerald cut. It was the, I want to say it was the 311, Andy, 311, if that helps you find it or look it up. Yep, 311 with a carat 24 in diamonds. And it was $24.99. I know all the info except if it's sold or not. The rest, I know. We'll just check. We'll just check. All right, coming up, did you get this one, Jess? Verifying on this one. All right. Verifying on the big Agosta region Afghan pink diaspora. One source ever has produced pink diaspora, and you are looking at it. That is and it's again, pinky purple. There's a lot of pink that comes through on that one. But there's pinks and blues as well. So again, I know it's a bit of a misnomer to call it. That's what they call it in the trade. They call it pink diaspora. When they discovered it, they call it pink diaspora. And it's got a lot of pleochroism to it. But there you see, it's got those beautiful flashes of those bright pinks, those lavender colors, those ultraviolet blues. It is such a stunner. And we have it, Virginia. If you'd like to see it, 9351. I'm sorry? Oh, okay. Does she need to see it again? Okay, you got it. Here, and who is it? Donna, hi, here it is. There's the aqua, Sierra Santa Maria. I love this stone, Donna, so big congratulations from me to you, but it's 9351, and that is the 316. I remembered it as 311. It's 316, but 124 in diamonds. So there it is, and we were just remarking what I think we'll say again is the color and saturation, despite it being an emerald cut, is so strong. That is so important. So that's already gone to Donna, and it's white gold only on that one, Virginia, and it was only $24.99. Here's what it looks like on the hand one more time for her. So excited for her to get that one at home and see even, is it possible, even more saturation when you actually see it in person, because that is a stone that is truly, out of all of our Sierra Santa Marias, that one is tippy top. So enjoy it, Donna. Thank you so much. And then we'll just take one last look at that pink / purple diaspora up close. Just one more look at it. We'll see who's got it. That is only going to be $34.99 on that rare as can be 372 emerald cut elongated. So really stunning there. And then let us know if you'd like this one. And then here we go, aqua pendant. I think we want to check and see if we still have one there for you, if you'd like to inquire about that. And then we are on our way. Really excited about this top of the hour. We're going to see a big time ruby. So for everybody who is thinking about the 349, let me show you this. We do have a 2-carat coming up in the show, and it is every bit, even more so, on the clarity and the glow and the color. Check that out. That's coming up in, gosh, we're going to do that right around the bottom of the hour, so only about 35 minutes from now. This is the 208. I am ecstatic about it. ecstatic. It's 9328. It's a 203. It is going to be a carat 61. That's a brand new mounting we've never even had before. So you get all of this. Look at that triple split shank, but how it waves and it comes together almost like an hourglass shape. Then it leads into this tremendous double halo. And then I love that yellow gold scalloping outside of the really big diamonds. That second halo, really good. So that one's going to be coming up, and 203 is the size of that one. So if the 349, because it's still like 20 grand, if the 349 is a little out of reach, let me make sure that we can do something crazy special on this one at the bottom of next hour. That's 8:30 Pacific time. That's 11:30 East Coast time. We'll get it up for you and show you what that's all about. 9328. So that's our 203 with a carat 61 in diamonds. Had to give you a preview because it's a brand new mounting style we've never even seen before. Loving having it here. Plus the big yellow diamond. Look at this Paraíba too. Here's the Paraíba I was telling you about that's got so much clarity and neon, and it's brand new. We don't get to see a lot of brand new Paraíbas, and here it is. The ultimate color and amazing clarity. I mean, you cannot find a flaw in this stone, even when you're up close to it. And that is saying something about Paraíba, and that'll be item number 9157. And that's a really good looking stone, and it gives you plenty of size, carat 59. So without getting into that 2-carat range, it's giving you a lot of size, and also the pear shapes being elongated as they naturally are, I think always tend to look larger than they weigh as well. So you get a little more visual than you do from the carat weight, which is already a grand size. 94 points in diamonds as well in a bridge. Okay, were you shopping aqua pendants? Aqua pendant, aqua pendant, aqua pendant. Very good. All right, so, and Donna, congratulations again. She's going to love that aqua. It's a very special stone. So thank you again on that one, Donna. And then let's get to it. We've got a one-of-a-kind pink morganite. I had the beautiful classic pinky golden yesterday. You remember that pinky golden we had? And now today, got that true vibrant, almost like that bubblegum pink. It looks like that bubblegum pink diamond. But we have a morganite here. So let's show that one to you. And that's coming up a little bit later. Just want to give you some previews. Well, this is what so many of you were asking about. Do you have anything else in that pink variety where it's not any orange, no brown, no peach at all? It's just straight pink. And in this case, a really vibrant pink color. And what we've added are white diamonds around it, and just the ultimate ring in femininity here, I think, because you've got the little bow detail design on the sides. Item number is 8537. Don't see a lot of the pink morganites at all. These all come out of our vault. These are private collection stones, so you know when you see it, something rare and specialty is happening, but you also get, you see the size. It's a 723. Oh, what a tremendous stone that is. And the liveliness that it has. When you look at the internal of the stone, well, you're seeing it right here as it moves. It's these bright white lights that are happening from inside that stone. And that, isn't that reminiscent? If you were with me last night and you saw that bubblegum pink diamond we had, it was a fancy intense pinky purple diamond. So it really had those two colors together, and therefore it was really unique because most pink diamonds are light pastel. This is the one that kind of mimics that color, but it's in a very large size. You would never see a 7-carat unless you're in an auction house for one of those $86 million pink diamonds. We've seen those on the news. This is where you've got that color, but in a morganite. Take a look at it. We only have the one, and it's a big, big size, and it's 87 points in white diamonds as well. And there's going to be that halo around it, but then look at the side with that sweet little bow design on each side there that's all wrapped up in a bow. And just, again, the ultimate feminine ring down to the rose gold that it's set in, although you don't even need to leave it that way. You can get the white, you can get the yellow, but another one of a kind. And our largest pink morganite, and these are out of the vault collection because it's rare to get the pink morganites that are truly, it may sound a little redundant to say pink morganite, but the truth is they're usually not pink. They're usually going to be that peachy golden color. There is no peach in the stone. It is that true pink. It's not as, let's say, a hot pink like a Mahenge Spinel. It's never going to be that. That barrel is never that way. It's a more pastel, but this is a top saturation level and a $49.99 ring, and I'm going to take it down because we want to make sure it goes instead of stays, and somebody out there's got to love it, especially when it was just last night that we had so many people asking specifically for one of the true pink morganites, and it's right here. And it's not going to be even $49.99. That's the best part of all. Got a huge discount for you on the way, and it's going to be one only, and let's make it easy for you. It is only going to be, forget about $39. I don't even want to take $1,000 off. I just don't know if that's going to do it tonight. And then we've got our big top of the hour coming up, and we're only now a half hour, 33 minutes away from that 203 Burma ruby. Don't go anywhere. You have got to see what I'm going to do with that ruby. I promise you, it will be wild. But this is not even $39. And that is our most special morganite in existence. You could come with me through our entire inventory. We could go hand in hand and look at every morganite that's here. There is not another one that looks like this. And it's $2,999 only, one caller, and that will be it. You can leave it in the rose or switch it. I would do either the white or the rose, I think, are your best bets here. But when you see this on, you're not even seeing much of the gold when it's actually on the hand because the stone is so big. And then that halo and the bow design on either side is going to really take it all the way to the side detail like you see it there. So you really see very little of the band unless you really turn it all the way to the sides. And that's where you get really, truly our most feminine design, I think, our beautiful color. I mean, it is for the pink lover through and through, which is why it's tempting to just say rose gold. Sure enough, leave it that way. Have the rose gold, get those diamonds, which almost look like they're pink diamonds when it's white diamonds set in rose gold like this, especially on the sides where you have that little bit of pave tucked into the bow design, right? It looks like pink diamonds that you have there as well. And yet, $29.99 is your price tag. There's only one there, and then we are going to be marching on. We've got so much here. But there's just, again, a lot of great jewelry, but a lot of big values. So you let me know if there's anything we can find or show you. We'll do that. Got a lot of blowouts here that are still left over from that big end of the year clearance sale that we had. So there's still a couple pieces that are really set to go. We'll do a quick wheel before we wrap up this hour, and we'll just give you, it's a trio. It's not even really a wheel. It's just 3 pieces that need a home. They're up for adoption. Let's make it a really easy rehoming for you to get them home, and that morganite is here if you like it. But let's take a look at this. Mandarin garnet to start. Same mounting we saw earlier with a fire opal. Then we have a Zambaran garnet, and this is just, you know, Tony, it's a must-go trio. That's what this is. We've had them forever. I've had them on the air probably 9 or 10 times. It's time for all 3 to go. So this is going to be the price tag that, let me just remind our viewers that we're doing solid gold. We don't offer sterling. We don't offer platings. We don't do mystery metals. It's solid white, yellow, or rose gold. And you get a choice on any one of those 3. And it's our last time seeing them on the air. Now that sounds pretty confident to say last time ever. Well, that is because the must-go means a very special price is going to be extended your way so that we can say forget about anything you've seen in the past. And that is a Zambaran, which is one of the most talked about stones in our inventory lately. It's a 2-carat 81. That has the interlocking halo with the cutout design of the band. This is a mandarin. That's a 176 cushion. And then we go over to the emerald, which is our 1/2-carat Asher cut. And then a lot of gold. And anything you want on this wheel. It is time for them to go and right away. This is not a time to wait, because when we talk about a little first hour must-go wheel, something really strange must be happening with the price tags if we're going to do something like this, where we're going to say must-go on some of our really affordable items anyways. I mean, these are always, you know, we've seen them on the air for $9.99. We've seen them on the air for $14.99. All that's fine. That all makes sense. But we got to make sure they get a home right here, right now. They can't stick around anymore. So they're not even $9.99. And you just tell me, because we're going to change the gold on any one of those 3. Already you see the white and the yellow. Take rose gold if you want to. One onlys here on the, actually all 3, one onlys. Remember, 281 on the Zambaran. That is a color shifting garnet. Really celebration, part of this month's birthstone group. You have the emerald, which is May's birthstone, and then another one, the garnet, also for January. It is going to be less than $9. Less than $8.99. This is how we just really score you the value of a lifetime, but it's really imperative you dial in. Because when we get down to this price, there's going to be a lot of people fighting over them because you just don't see jewelry offered in this way. And we are ready to help you own any one of the 3. Just take your favorite. They're not $888. This is like really, truly jewelry giveaways, which I'm pretty excited that we can do for you because there's not a lot of people that are doing jewelry giveaways right now. It just doesn't happen with gold the way it is and diamonds the way they are. And we're talking about all exotic natural gemstones that are sitting up here as well. And they're not even $888 or $799 or $777. Time for them to go. If we got people in the business that do that, you know, they got the street corner shop where they're always putting the big signs out front on the main street that say, we buy your gold. This is where you buy our wheel. You have to buy the must-go trio because it's worth it to get them for the gold alone. And then when you have the diamonds and the exotic stones, that's all something you can keep. But this is obviously not appropriate pricing at $777. We're going to make sure they all go. Anyone you want, take advantage. And we're still changing the gold. So we'll dump another $3,000 into it so that we can change the gold to be exactly what you want. So that just makes it easier. So talk about a discount and a value. We're adding more value in. We're adding more money in. Take a look at them. Pick your favorite, but they're not going to be $777. Some things just kind of don't make a lot of sense around here. This is beyond that. I don't know where you're shopping for your jewelry, but I know you guys look around everywhere and you know what's happening, and this is not the norm because they're not even $700 a ring. It's time to dial. They're $6.99 and that's it. We can give it 60 seconds and they will either go or we can melt them down. It's one or the other, because when something in heavy gold weight, look at the emerald band. There's a lot of gold in that ring. You want a little case in point. Look at this. It's a very large ring. Tell me if that is plain gold somewhere you shop. If that's just plain gold with no diamonds, no Colombian emerald, what does something like this go for? More than $700. And it's $6.99 here tonight. You get a beautiful half-carat Asher cut emerald. You get 7 points in diamonds that are really scattered throughout. You get a little bit of texturing on the outer edges there, mill green within it. I mean, sculptural, textured detail, and yet it is $6.99 for any one of those three. Let's go back to the wheel. Zambaran and Mandarin are also here too, and that's a 281 Zambaran Garnet. Try the Zambaran Garnet. I know a lot of you have been asking for more and more. We don't have any more. What we have made up is what we have. There's no getting new stones. We haven't had a new Zambaran come in a long, long time. So then we've got Mandarin Garnet, and that's a 176 stone. That is an awfully good value for $6.99, and I'm moving on. Apparently, we got some melting to do. That's just a really, really good deal. And yet, if you want any of those three, you call me now. $6.99 is just not an appropriate price tag for anything in fine jewelry these days, but that's what's happening on that wheel. Top of the hour time, 30 minutes. I know y'all are waiting on the ruby. 30 minutes away. Set those timers. Go get a snack now. Go get hydrated. Go get ready. Get ready. Go do your shopping warm-ups, whatever that takes, whatever you got to do. Be ready for the bottom of the hour and that big ruby deal that's coming up, because it is a big, big, big value coming your way. Can't wait to show it to you. What else can we show you? Well, that's up to you. You tell me what we can show you here on the air tonight. 2 short hours left. That's all we've got, and we're ready to help you own anything you need. Let's start the hour, though. Something new. Something brand new, and this is something I think a lot of people are going to like, because what do you think? We've never, in all of our years, ever have put something like this on the air. Never. And it's a really cool wider band done in this shape that, is it made to go with the Wonder Ring? It certainly could be, because I know it'd be really lovely to add if you wanted to, a Wonder Ring around it, because the shape and the actual dimension is just right for that. And you're getting all of these different colors of diamonds. I got to come in close and show you all the different colors that you have, because every diamond in this ring is considered a fancy colored diamond. These are natural stones. Look at that. 9315 is the number. Now it will stay in the yellow gold and the black rhodium combo that you see here. So that's why when you see the recessed way that the pave is done, and yes, there's like a, do you see the reddish diamond there? It's like a pinky red. You see it right there, right around 11 o'clock there? It's beautiful. You got pink diamonds, yellow diamonds, green diamonds, even some lighter blues, and some really beautiful, kind of like a smoked champagne color. Well, we're going to try to give this one away. It's like it's taking all the very, very common, kind of popular superstar looks right now we're seeing in jewelry. You know the ones, like there's wide band rings, cigar band styles. Signet rings are the #1 hot look in jewelry. Has been for a few years now, right? It's like you're combining all of that, but then giving those style elements, but also giving lots of diamond weight. It's 70 points in fancy diamonds, all paved throughout. Think of it like that diamond-like shape that it creates across the hand, except it's going to go side to side with the pave. And look at the different colors you're getting. That's what's cool about it. You're getting an entire, it's like a collector's set, all embodied in one ring, where you get so many different colors of fancy diamonds here all the way throughout. Do you see them all? I can't believe there are actual pink diamonds in here, and different shades of the yellows, and really pretty. And because that backdrop is done in that black rhodium, so again, all yellow gold, but then the black rhodium in the back, and look at how thick and substantial this band is, even through the depth, through the very, very back, which is supposed to be the most narrow point. You've got a lot of depth of the gold there. It's all mirror finished along the border and the edge. It is so fantastic, and I know it's a pricey piece. You can tell by looking at it. It's supposed to be a pricey piece, at least supposed to be. We're going to take it a lot lower than even that $29.99. We're going to give it away. Let me show it to you on, for those of you that are looking for something a little bit different. not the standard. I have that. I've had that for decades. My sister has that. My best friend has that. My mom has that. My daughter has that. This is different. And you get this great look and such a great feel on the hand, the way it comes up to a point. Look how pretty, because all the pave is slightly recessed, and it's just, say what you will, but there's something about putting fancy diamonds in that black rhodium backdrop that give it more sparkle. And look at how, just again, those could be all white diamonds. They would not give you that depth of sparkle. There's a beauty about this. I love that point. It raises up a little bit, so the highest point is that top widest point as well. And then again, if you have the Wonder Ring, now this has to be in the yellow gold as is, but if you have a yellow gold, or heck, who says you can't put a white gold Wonder Ring and add a two-tone effect or a three-tone effect, because you actually have two tones of metal here. You have the yellow gold and the black rhodium. And that is the way we're going to do this. But instead of $29.99, I got to do something crazy here. Big top of the hour. It's here. We're ready to show you some of their biggest values, brand new pieces, styles you've never seen before. You got to love that. Not something that's typical or boring or basic or regular or what you already have. This is different and bold, and we're going to make it really affordable right now. Just send it out of here. It's like combining all the big trends in jewelry into one, but keeping it classic at the same time, so you get something unique and special that nobody else is going to have. And it's not $2,000, and it's not even going to be $19.99. And 70 points of fancy diamonds is substantial. We know that, but here's what we're going to do. Take a look at it. We'll get it out the door. It's whatever you guys want to do here pricing-wise. I mean, there are going to be some giveaways. There are just some really straight-up giveaways here on our brand new jewelry, no less. So you think sale come and gone, I'm done shopping? Well, it's going to be irresistible to take advantage of pieces like this. When you have values that are hanging out like $19.99 on a band that is this substantial, take a look at even the inside and how that's all finished, all mirror finished as well. Everything about it is fantastic. We're not offering it for $19.99 either. Do we have anyone thinking about it so far? I love this ring, and I know it's a little different. It's definitely got departure. Every single diamond there is untreated, unheated, all fancy colors, and a whole collection of them. So before you say, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to collect over the years, and I'm going to spend a fortune and put money aside to get a pink and a yellow and a champagne and a green and a blue, this is your one and done. All those colors together in one fabulous ring, and I'm going to just blow it out. Just blow it out. Whatever we got to do. Very limited, not even $1,888, and so much gold. If you love feeling the weight of your jewelry, if you need to see something and feel something and put something on now that's not just tinny or lightweight, you want to have substance and great feel to your jewelry, this is it. It is so it. And we've got all the fancy diamonds included with it, and it's not even going to be $1,888. I'll just blow it out. First caller, take it for $9.99. Just do it. Just discount it. $9.99 for the huge ring, all that gold, all the glitterati of those diamonds. Look at it again from a distance on the hand and watch all these different diamonds shine the way they do. That is exceptional. See what's happening there? You could have white diamonds paved in a ring all day long, and they wouldn't give you this kind of look. I mean, that is, I love it. And when you see that, remember, it elevates. That point there, that widest point is going to also be the tallest point, the peak of the ring. So keep that in mind as you look at it from all the different angles here. And the diamond pave recessed within it, filling up from side to side, and then top point to bottom point there. It's exquisite. I'm a jewelry lover through and through and through and through. And you know what? You see very little that is remarkably done like that, from the substance of the gold to the beautiful way the diamonds are set, all of that's happening for $9.99 only. Try it. You will love it. Again, you've got a full money back guarantee if you don't. So even if it's something you're not sure about and you're not sure because you don't have anything like it, well, those are the pieces I think we should be investing in. Stop getting what we already have. Stop buying the same thing over and over and over and over. We're all guilty of it. It's not a bad thing. We all do it. It's like we like what we like. That's just a fact. But again, if you want to really make something, I mean, it's a new year, right? You want to get something new and fresh and fabulous and different. This is the way to do it. We've been broadcasting all these different days for all these different years with like a couple hundred pieces a day, and we've never had anything like it on the show. And so it's one to invest into and grab while it's still here. So we'll give it 60 seconds, then we're going to move right along. I just think, as far as wearability, there's a low profile to it. I mean, it's not flat. You saw that little peak it comes to. Questions? Cornflower blue from earlier sold. Well done. Thank you so much. Cornflower blue is gone. Any gold you want there? No problem. That piece is just gorgeous. And so many different colors. Talk about your like instant gratification collector's piece. It would take time to collect all of those different colors of diamonds individually. It would take a lot of time. Awfully nice to just be able to say, meh, $9.99, one and done. Have them glittering like no other can. Pave is special. The beauty of the way that's done. The pave that goes, look at all the way to the very edges. But again, there's a nice border to it. So it's just that slight recessed way that the pave diamonds are set. It is $9.99. Try it. You will love it. It's spectacular in every way. It really is. And there is a lot of gold that went into this piece. Do not let that discounted. That's just my doing. That's my whole deal. That's not supposed to be $9.99, obviously. You've got a $3,000 TVON ring tonight. That's a Thursday night price of $29.99. Look what I did. Got it way, way down. Just $9.99 first caller. So we're just waiting to see who's got. I even love there's like a lavender color coming through. I mean, every diamond, you'll be just marveling at it. It's like every diamond is a little bit different. And so it really is a collection that spans so many different hues and saturations of different fancy colors here together. And for $9.99, you're stealing it completely. Completely stealing it. We love seeing those values. In a lot of gold. There's a lot of gold supporting it and underneath it and finishing it, all of that. So it's a really, really special piece. All right, congratulations if you get it. Let's move along. We've got a lot to show you tonight. We're only now 15 minutes away from the 203 ruby. Can't wait for that. But I know we got to show you this yellow diamond because it's going to fly, and this is the big, big thing. There are two different categories of fancy diamonds, two different categories of large diamonds, and that's either going to include the certified and the non-certified. We are, for the record, showing you a certified stone, but it is going to be priced like it's one of those non-certified stones. So if that has been, think about this, imagine this. Are you in that camp where you really do value a cert? You'd love, who wouldn't love to have a cert from the GIA no less, that's going to tell you every last detail about your stone. This stone, when it was an individual loose stone, this yellow diamond, which is item number 7487, when this stone was loose, this 2-carat 01 diamond was very carefully shipped off to the Carlsbad campus of GIA. We requested a cert. The cert came back. These are the top gemologists in the world. These are the best diamond graders that exist. And this is the cert that came back to us for this yellow diamond, this very stone that now is set in a beautiful carat 78 mounting. But let's show you the cert. It's from GIA. It's a 201. So first they gave you the cert number, the cushion, which is a cushion modified brilliant. So you get a lot of extra faceting internally. 6.5 by 7 cushion cut square, almost. It's a 201 WX range. Very important clarity grading. It's a VS2. And then you've got also no fluorescence, excellent polish, very good symmetry, no fluorescence. That's a good thing. You don't want it if you don't have to have it. And then you have your clarity characteristics diagrammed and charted out front and back. So this is the proportion of your stone. That's the side view. Here's your standard GIA color and clarity scale. So this is the cert that you're going to get. And for anybody who has ever said, I'd really like to have a cert, but I think I'm going to think about the ones without the cert so I can keep a little bit extra savings on the price tag. I have good news because this is basically each of those factors together. It is a certified stone, and it's going to be priced like it's a non-certified stone. And if that fits your needs, if you've been waiting for just the right stone, let me tell you, this is probably it. Because a 201 with a carat 78, check out all those big white diamonds around it. And then we don't just talk about the halo, we give it 2 separate rows of diamonds on the sides. They get a little smaller, but they're 2 rows together. So you get that wider band style. Here's your finishing all through the inside. That's all done in 18 karat solid gold, no less. And this is one of our best of the best in value, because you just don't see the certified stones that are up and over 2 carats, which is obviously a very important threshold to meet. You do not see them do this. They don't get priced this way. But here's a carryover from a big sale event that just wrapped up, where this one did not get its chance on the air, and that's probably on me because we got a lot of busy shows with a lot of requests and all that, so not everything got to get its day in the sun. But this is 178 to go with your 201. So yes, 379 total weight in diamonds here. You get the cert. It's a VS. It's a tremendous piece. And it was supposed to be $25,999. That's where it all started. Good to know, but you can put it on the back burner because it doesn't matter right now. It's just good to know how much you're saving, especially when it's not $25,000 and it's not 20 and it's not even going to be 15, and you know we got it to $14,999 during the sale, but it never got on the air. So guess what happens? And you know what? If I'm not mistaken, that sale included 10% off. So you actually would have had another $1,500 of savings. Well, think about this. If you go $15,000 and you take $1,500 off, that's great, but that's still $13,500. I'm taking you lower than that. We're not asking $13,000, we're not asking $12,000, we're not even asking for $11,000. This is that combined rarity of having really exquisite value with a really major stone. That just doesn't happen. There's just too much value in the world right now, fancy diamonds. Very few in these big sizes. Call me early. This is your lowest price. It comes with the cert. Heck, it's a VS2. You can't beat that. And it's so much more difficult to get big sizes that have great clarity. We usually would say, oh, well, if it's a 2-carat, let's forgive a little bit of the clarity and let's settle for an SI. And that's still great. But this is a VS2. That is remarkable to see, and it's not $11,000. And if you've been waiting on a yellow diamond, or Santa did not bring you the yellow diamond you were hoping for, or you say, forget Santa, I just get what I want for myself because that's the camp I'm in. If I want it, I'll get it. And you know, I know where to shop, and you're a good shopper, so we can help be good shoppers together. And I'm certainly facilitating that right now because you're not spending $11,000 on your 201 either. It's not going to be even $11,000 or $10,999. And this is what doesn't happen. You don't get these sizes with the cert. You just don't. There's so much extra added value when you have a cert from GIA. It's the only thing we're interested in when it comes to diamonds, because every other cert in diamonds, let's take a look at it on, is not going to be really of much value at all, because when they're wishy-washy and really lenient on their gradings, what does it matter? The GIA is the authority. So they're going to give you the most accurate, the most truly realistic and accurate and truthful gradings you can get. That's why they're so high valued, and really, quite frankly, the only one that's valued in a diamond cert. And it's not even $10,000 for the ring. This is the blowout of the day. It is $9,999 for one collar, and you get a VS stone in 2 carats plus. And that's not a little accent of diamond around it. You get another carat 78 in huge VS white diamonds going around and around it. That is the way to get your yellow diamond, and this diamond deserves it. We wouldn't add a carat 78 in white diamonds if it didn't deserve it, if the center stone wasn't worthy, but it is. And now you've got it all happening for $99.99, one only with the cert. You cannot go wrong there, and you can try it out, see it at home, get a sense of your, you know, with your own eyes, try it on yourself, take it to your own trusted jeweler if you want to, get it appraised if you want to, and see if we don't have the most incredible diamond value you've ever witnessed right here and now. Because at $99.99, that's what that is. That is what that is. No doubt about it, the best of the best, and one caller only. So let me know if you'd like it. That's it. It's going to be that big time value, and we're thrilled to bring it to you. But one of our best here, and no doubt, $99.99 to get a VS2. And look at the color. I mean, that's the other thing. Clarity we can talk about. We talk about the cert, and that tells us what we need to know there, but that color is really outstanding. It's got that super, super bright color we love that's much more saturated than typical yellow diamonds are. So huge value there, $99.99. You got to take it. And remember, these never last. We went through an entire event where we had yellow diamond after yellow diamond after yellow diamond, and they're all gone. They're gone completely. They're gone out of here. This is the way to get your yellow diamond tonight and get it for under $10,000. Huge value. We'll move on. We've got a lot to show you. We'll take one last look. We've got an affordable coming up, 9 minutes away from seeing that Burma ruby, which I cannot wait to show you. Oh my goodness, the Burma ruby. Already previewed it, so you know something special is going on. If I felt the need to actually give you like a preview of it so you knew what was coming, because we already had the 349, which is about $60,000. We're going to bring you a 2-carat, which I'm going to be on a mission, make sure it's not $60,000. So we got a lot to take a look at, but this is $99.99. Let's move on. We've got something else to take a look at before we get to our ruby, and this is it, the emerald. Now, I just had an emerald on a wheel, but it's still hanging out. And I'm wondering if it's because I previewed this one and thought there could be somebody saying, I'm going to wait for that pear shape and that really pretty lacy style that we're bringing you brand new, this is it. Item number is, oh, don't you love it? It's really pretty on too. Wait till you see this on where you actually see all the cutout detail with it. That's going to be item number 9353. It's a stunning 30. Now, wait a minute. Tell you something. Look at this. I got the emerald that we had on the wheel. Let me show you. That was a 50 pointer. This says it's a 35 pointer. And this one, being the pear shape, looks even larger. And remember, we kind of have to put a little asterisk behind emerald carat weights because they lead us. Look at that pear shape and that emerald cut. Okay, that's a 50 pointer. That's a 35 pointer. I'll go with it, but I love the clarity of the stone and the fact that a pear shape is going to look as a roll bigger, and emeralds do anyway. So you've got two different factors working together here. 38 points in diamonds as well. Wait till you see this on. Even the open style band has that scalloped edge, a lot of mill grain going on the outside edge. That'll go all the way, 3/4 of the way around the band. And then let's take a look at it on, because I would contend even prettier when it's on the hand. Just looks like you have diamonds that are set right, almost like famously many, many years ago. If you've been shopping with me a long, long time, you know about the ring that I dubbed the tattoo ring many, many years ago, because it just had such a fine diamond scroll detail that it sat so close to the hand. It almost looked like the diamonds were part of your skin. It almost looked like something that you were wearing as opposed to just in a ring. That's a little bit what this reminds me of, with all that scroll work that you have side to side and that delicateness of the pave, and then that bright, stunning emerald. Do you want to put it on the, nah, forget about the auction. We got a few minutes till that ruby comes out to play. Forget about auctions. I'm just going to blow it out right now. A $19.99 ring, so much glow that you see the green glowing on the inside of the back of the band. You see that? That's really special. It's not 19. Tell you what, let's just make this easy. It's a really good way to get an emerald. Emeralds don't have to have a huge size to give you the look. That's we're seeing plain as day here. You see that right there. You see a big stone that certainly looks bigger than a 35 pointer. So kind of put that on the side. Think about the stone for what it looks like, what it delivers visually, as opposed to the actual carat weight, because emeralds can be misleading and a little bit, you know, they just take you the wrong direction, because you just look at the carat weight and you go, there's no way. That's the whole point. They're a less dense stone. They give you a lot bigger look than they weigh. I'm going to blow it out for $9.99, and I'll tell you, we'll take it even lower. Just if you want it, let's just get it at home. White, yellow, rose gold, totally up to you. Most of what you see here are the white diamonds. That's certainly what stands out the most, are those white diamonds that are just kind of delicately wrapping and scrolling and creating almost like a pseudo heart. Did you see that on the sides, where it's almost like these scrolls come together to almost look like a heart-shaped design within the band? It's not $9.99. It's not $8.99. It's not even going to be, are you ready? It's not even going to be $800. We're going to make it $799 if you'd like it. That's it. Blow it out. Let's take a look. That is a new designer piece and a $799 get it at home price tag. We are just moments away from the big crystalline ruby that is the ultimate in a 2-carat size that normally, if you're thinking up $9,000, well, I'm thinking we might have to do something a little bit dramatic here tonight, and we will. So got a few pieces that are still hanging out here that should not be. So we're going to make sure we get them all at home. Get ready, get ready. The ruby is coming up. We're just a few minutes away. I'll get you one more idea before we get there. Let us know if you'd like this one for $7.99, and one more time on the hand. That is a great way to get an emerald, and a lot of gold once again, but so much detail to the way that's designed, and the mill grain and the workmanship and the cutouts and the diamonds that truly go side to side. We'll see who's got it. 60 seconds, and then here it is one more time on the hand. Just a great looking, sits like a second skin on the hand here. I mean, it's really, really easy to wear. See this? Look at that profile. And there is a slight concavity to it. It just has a little bit where the outside edges are just a little bit higher than the middle of the band. So it kind of does this little, there's a little bit of a dip to it, just slightly. So just slightly concave in the design, makes it extra comfortable on. Tapers though in the back. Remember, all that open work goes just all the way around with the exception of a sizing bar. So that is a wild moment. $7.99, I told you we had affordable. I just don't think anyone dreamed that it would be a big emerald and diamond ring that was going to be so affordable here tonight, but here it is. And we've got a January birthstone special and a pendant as well in a classic garnet that we don't even see the classic style garnets very often, so we'll bring that to you as well. Big Rubellites are here. Let me know who's got the emerald that you're seeing on that wheel right now for 10 more seconds, but $7.99, huge value. Just really, sometimes a question if we really, I said this a few weeks ago when we were doing our big clearance sale. You know, a lot of people who are new to the show, when they first start watching and first start maybe even shopping, they think there's no way the quality can be there for these price tags, because you know in jewelry, it's usually an industry where you got to pay more to get more, almost always. We are such an exception to that rule, and this again, I think is so highlighting that whole idea, that whole philosophy. This is really a great illustration of that right here, is that's not a $7.99 ring. Now, I'm not supposed to get $7.99, I'm supposed to get $19.99, but we're trying to make some values happen. Moving the jewelry is just as important as showing the jewelry. It's not as much fun if it just sits here and goes back into a vault and we bring out brand new that we, toiled over for the last couple of weeks, and then it just comes up and we take a look at it, we move on, put it in a vault. It's much better if it just goes out to you. So sometimes these prices, they have to go significantly lower just to make that happen and to, keep the show moving here on a Thursday night. So let's get started with our ruby, because I know we're just 2 minutes away, and by the time we get all the specs up here, you are going to absolutely be in completely, this is like a gemstone paradise here. Rubies don't do this. We talked about a $349 at a $60,000 ruby earlier in the show. We're going to show you a 2-carat 03. And we've already had a preview, and this was hopefully what you're waiting on. And let's keep moving. If you'd like that emerald, let me know. And this is the big, big ruby right here that could not be any more crystalline, any more almost diamond-like. And again, rubies are usually opaque. They have no color, no life, no nothing. They just sit there and absorb the light and give you like a deep, dark color where you can't see through it. That is just not the case. This is the absolute antithesis to that. And therefore, it is that pinnacle of ruby. Yes? Wonderful. How's she doing? Really? Oh, my goodness. Really? Oh, Charlene, thank you so much for sharing that. Did she say, was it her birthstone? Birthstone? Oh, wow. Oh, beautiful. Well, Charlene, first of all, as someone who adores meaningful everything, but especially meaningful jewelry, I want to say that I think that is going to be a beautiful symbolism to wear. And as you look down on it, I hope that it gives you many, many, many happy hazel memories. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And it was her birthstone. Oh. That's great. All right, mine too. So that just makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. So thank you, Charlene, for that. Thanks for sharing that with us. That's always nice. I love it when we hear the meaning behind sometimes what you choose. Sometimes with jewelry, it's not just always about, oh, it's pretty. I mean, that's great, and we hope you think that too. But I love when pieces have a little extra meaning to them. That's great too. So thank you, Charlene. Thank you for sharing that. That just is beautiful, beautiful. I love that. Let's talk about this ruby. It's our 203. Gave you a little heads up earlier on this one just because we needed to make sure you knew it was coming. But it is rare to see a 2-carat at all. Chromium rich stone. Usually chromium keeps that crystal size in nature a little bit smaller. So we don't see a lot of the big 2-carats in rubies. Because remember, the crystal size is one thing. The way the crystal grows in Mother Nature, that's one thing. But then when you have to facet it and polish it, that's going to waste a little bit of that crystal rough. So you never are going to start, or rather, you're never going to end up with what you start with. And cutting is really important. Obviously, with a ruby, this is a remarkable clarity to get. So to have this roval cutting is really showing off this beautiful, beautiful brilliance that it has, but it's also a 2-carat 03 after the cutting factor, which is kind of amazing. You don't see a lot of those. When we do on the show, they're usually right around $10,000, maybe $89.99. This has a carat 61. It's a brand new style mounting. We've given even a triple split shank with diamonds on the sides, and one of the largest double halos we've ever seen, because if that stone isn't worthy, what is? Huge diamond weight, mega, mega stones. Are you ready? We told you to be ready for the bottom of the hour. It's now here. The ruby is here. We're ready to do whatever it's going to take, and I don't know what that is yet, because let me tell you, it's been an interesting Thursday, and we are ready to make sure that out of all pieces, this one that we're all so excited about being the brand new style and the brand new mounting that it is, and this really stunning ruby, we've got to make sure it goes. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Take a look at it. It's our beautiful Burma, still Burma. These are not Mozambique stones, which is typically what you see out there these days. That's not what you have here. 203, 161, and I haven't tried this one on yet, but I think you're going to be very impressed when you see how this is created and how that triple split shank we're talking about almost cinches in on the sides here. You get a little bit of split to it, but then it's almost creating that hourglass, and then you get this tremendous double halo, and look at all the mill grain. It really should be $89.99 best case scenario. Not what we're doing. I know it's going to take more than that tonight. Been through an hour and 31 minutes of the show, and I can tell you only one thing. I can't explain a lot. of what's happening, but I can tell you that $89.99 is not going to get the job done. And I have one job, and that is to make sure that this ring gets a home tonight. That's all that I have to do. Nothing about profit margins or the cost of the piece. We can ignore all of it just to make sure that the mission is completed. And so I would dial in if I were you, because you know what? The only way to get around $89.99 right now is to put it on the good old-fashioned auction block. It's exactly what I'm going to do. Is that not a stunner? The fact it's far away, I've got my hand behind it, and you're still seeing the glow that that stone is giving, and it's over 2 carats, and it's from the best source in the world, which is Burma, and we've added a carat and nearly 2/3 in diamonds, and it's not $89.99. We're auctioning it off. And there was a $60,000 ruby here earlier. It's a $349. Still here if you'd like it. Where do we start? Have no idea what it's going to take, but we're going to find out together. And I would love your calls if you're already thinking about it, if you're kind of intrigued. And let me tell you something, even if you're saying, I like a brown ruby, I like an orange ruby, I like a purple ruby, let me tell you that's fine. We are all entitled to our personal preferences. But as somebody who's in the business, and professionally so, where again, when you study gems at GIA, when you been doing this 20 some years on TV, well, guess what? The best ruby in the world, if you are somebody who wants the literal best, this is what it should look like. And for anybody who's just casually, passively watching, just keep that in mind. Make a mental note of this stone, because this is what the ideal ruby should look like. So if you're walking through a store, or you don't even have to walk through it, you can just walk by the window. If they have a ruby like this, it's going to be in the store window. You don't have to go in. You can just walk by the front. And if you see a ruby like this, that is the literal best. And you know what? If you see a ruby that doesn't look like this, and they're asking $300,000 or $400,000 or $500,000, if it doesn't look like this, it's not the best out there. It has to be this color. It has to be this clarity. You are getting everything all rolled into one here that you could ever want in a Burma ruby. Best source, top quality, over 2 carats, which is so rare. And all of this, I don't know where we're going to start, but I have nobody on the phone lines even interested. Probably because it's $9,000 piece. That's what we're supposed to get tonight. We're not going to make it 9 or 8 or 7 or 6. Better yet, it's not going to be $5,000 to open. I realize after 94 minutes on the air, not going to get even $5,000 to open. It's not happening. I still have $699 pieces that are still here. I have a pendant that was $479. That's still here. Aqua. This is where something's got to give, and we're going to make sure this goes right now, and you get the advantage. You get the discount, and you get the extra savings, and you get to take advantage of something that, let's face it, should not be happening, because we're going to make sure it gets a home right now. It's not even $5,000 to open, or $45,000 to open, or even $4,000 to open. And for the record, I have had every 2-carat Burma ruby that TVON has had myself, and there has never been a 2-carat ruby that has ever been sold anywhere in the $4,000 range. That means $4 to $49.99. 2 carats don't do that. We're going to make it even better than $4,000 to start, because I'm still waiting on an open. Still looking, still hoping, still holding out optimism and hope that we're going to get this one started, and we've got to. Because if we don't, it sits here with a carat 61 in diamonds in a brand new style, and it just tells me that we don't have shoppers on Thursday night, but I know we do. You're just waiting for the not great value, but the ridiculous, is she crazy value? That's what we're going to do. And this is up to you guys. It's your bid. It's your phone call, and you know what? We may have a one-bidder auction. Who knows? So far, 0. We're not at $4,000. Let's go even lower. This does not happen on 2 carats, but this is my best. It's my best, and maybe I should just hold out, because I'm hearing some phones ring. Got 2 people on the lines now, but they could be calling in looking for the pizza place. I don't know. So here's what I'm going to do instead of $4,000, because one bidder is simply not going to work. And by the way, Tony, it'll be $25 increments no matter what I do. $25 increments. Let's get everybody in. I can't make this about scary increments. We got to get everybody in, and I need callers. I need bidders. I need activity. 39, 38. Don't make me do it. $3,700. Nothing about the rings changed. The diamonds are still there. The ruby's still 203 in size, gleaming and glowing and clean and bright. And it's not going to be, not 37? Okay. Let's go $3,600. Just had some calls. They hung up. So here's what we'll do. Forget about 36. We're going to try something. It's going to be, I would not be late on the phone lines because you don't want to be maybe caller number 2. Just come on in early. Be ready to go. You've never seen this before. I don't care if you weren't even looking for a ruby ever. This might be the time to try one and just know you're getting right up there to the very top, most elite best. It is not even $3,600. I cannot believe what I'm about to say. I've been selling Burma rubies, my first job in the industry before I even went on a national TV network. My first job ever was to match Burma rubies. It was the first thing I ever studied and learned and was fascinated by. As a sportscaster who got really, truly randomly thrown into this business, and here I am today, the first thing I ever studied was Burma rubies, and I'll never forget it. And it's the first thing that my colleagues at the time, they were passionate about it. Everybody said, you just learn rubies first. It's the king of all gems for a reason, guys. It gets that moniker for a reason. This is so impressive and so important, and I don't have $3,600 either. So let's do this. I'll give it just a moment. We're going to give it 60 seconds to get the open. I'm going to start at $3,500. 35. You can't buy one of those diamond halos for $3,500. Certainly can't get a 1-carat ruby. This is a 203. You can't do it. It's $3,500 to open. Let's see if we've got anybody who wants to get this started tonight. Take a look at it. 60 seconds. Let's go. 60 seconds. And operators, if you'll do me a favor, since I've seen a lot of calls come in and go out and come in and drop, just verify 100% before you tell me you got the open so that we can know if we've got it or not at 55 seconds. And boy, oh boy, this is just one for the ages here. One for the ages. 45 seconds to get it started. $3,500 is, I don't mean to demean $3,500. It's not pocket change, but let me tell you, it is absolutely nothing for that ruby. Nothing. That ruby loose would be more than $3,500 all day long. So do we have our open? We've got about 30 seconds left on the clock. Let me try it on again here. Yellow gold right now. Change it if you want to. You could do all white gold if you want to. Because right now, the only gold you really see is that outer scalloped edge there. It's that outer mil-grain scalloped edge. No open? All right, let's move on. Or do we have it? I can't believe what I'm witnessing right now. You guys have thrown me for a loop. We have the open at 35. Did I show you the undergallery? Yes, there it is. There's the undergallery. Do we have it? I cannot believe what I'm witnessing. I have obviously, either I have nobody watching, or I have completely misguided you on the ruby world, because this should not be happening. And let's just see if we've got the open, because my goodness, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do? Andy, you don't have an open, right? Andy, go find out, please. Thank you. Let's see, do we have it officially? $3,500 we have, right? Whew. 203. It's never happened. I have never had a 2-carat plus ruby for a price like this. And I have been, Andy, you're like the computer guru, right? Can you look up what other 2-carat rubies have sold for on this show? I mean, can we do that? Because do they think I'm making this up? They're usually $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 on our show, and they're not sitting here in a vault. They're gone. They have found their happy homes. They have their wonderful owner who wears them proudly. I mean, this is supposed to be more than double this price. Think about it. If we did $89.99 and we went halvesies on it, that'd still be $4,500. We're $1,000 away from being half off the price that I'm supposed to get tonight. And we're at $35. This is sometimes how the auction cookie crumbles, and you just got to go with it. I am at the mercy of your bids, or in this case, just a lack thereof. We have 35, so we do have it, right? We have 35. I'm just going to call it. We're going to give it 2 minutes. That's what you got to do. I think I can sit up here and beg and plead and moan, and you know what? I'm probably not going to get any more than 35. You've seen the light. You've seen the value. It's go time. We're going to give it a final call. It just means that with $25 increments, too, if you're thinking, oh, no, I missed the boat, come on in, because for $25 in advance, you could put yourself in the lead. You could potentially win this ruby. And as somebody who spent a lot of years in 2004, 2005, 2006, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, I was selling more loose gems on TV than I was jewelry. I was on TV 7 days a week, selling 4 days of gems and 3 days of jewelry. That's what I did. A lot of you probably remember that. A lot of us were shopping together back then, right? And I would sell Burma rubies like this. 10,000 bucks. That was back a million years ago. I mean, right? And there were $10,000. That was prior to Burma ruby sanctions. That was prior to the Burma Jade Act. That was prior to all that. Now they're 20 grand a carat. There's a $40,000+ stone here in the middle of this carat 61 in diamonds, and it's at 35. Never seen anything like it, but if there was ever a night to get in an auction, I kind of had a feeling it'd be tonight. It is now proven it is tonight. The fact that there aren't people pounding down the phone lines here to get in and bid like crazy against each other is shocking. Let's give it a final 2 minutes. We'll have our winner. It's last call if you want this one. That's all I can say. It is go time, take it or leave it, but there's never anyone coming back again at a 2-carat size. And this would be one thing if it was a 2-carat and it was hazy and mucky and cloudy and gross. This is about as good as a ruby gets, no matter what the size is. Take a look, 2 minutes and we sell it. Last call, and that's it. Final chance, it's gonna go. We know that because we've got the open. It's our final countdown. And I got to show it again on the hand because I do not believe what I'm witnessing at $3,500. The fact that it started that low, I figured we were going to get 10, 15, 20 people, different bidders in and going back and forth. And that's just not happened. So it's our final call right now, $3,500. And we sell it. In 92 seconds, we sell it. I got no choice. I can't take it back now. That would be, yeah, I don't think that would be smiled upon by our viewership. Certainly not our bidder here. Right? If I said, never mind, oops, never mind, go backwards, we can't do that. It's just happening right now. You've got now at this point 75 seconds to jump in. That's it. It's our final call. Do not miss out. I would get it for the mounting. Okay, there I said it. If you don't care one bit about the 203 private collection, stunning, clean, bright crystalline ruby, get it for the mounting. Get it for the carat 61 in the VS diamonds that are gigantic. That's true. You could get this for the mounting. I tell you right now, we paid more to put that mounting together. It's a brand new one, so I know you don't know it because you've never seen it before. It's our first time ever, but that mounting is worth more. We paid more to make it. Yes? A diamond ring and a bridge? Well, I flashed one earlier. Ella, did she see it? Should we show it? I hate to do it tonight. I think we should probably skip it and tell her to join us on the weekend. But you know what? I will show it. We've got a 1-carat diamond in a bridge. Flashed it earlier. We'll bring that out for you here in just a couple minutes. This is last call. 24 seconds remaining. Yes? This one? You know what? I probably wouldn't recommend it on this one unless you size this ring up. Because... yeah, absolutely. So this one doesn't sit, like it doesn't elevate. So what we're talking about is, the question is, will it work with a wonder ring? And the answer is, I will pretend this is a wonder ring. You can kind of wedge it up a little bit closer, but I would say if you want to slide a wonder ring right next to it, you probably would need, and I'm only be able to do that because it's a larger size than I wear. So I would just say if you want it to sit right up next to it, you probably want to get a half a size bigger on this ring, and then your wonder rings would slide up next to it perfectly. So you can do that. All right, final call, 35 once, twice, 3 times. That is sold. Congratulations. Well done. And then we have, I'm going to show you a Rubellite really, really quickly, and then we'll get to that diamond ring coming up here for Ella and anybody else who wants a 1-carat. But I had to show you Rubellite, which is a little different, and that's going to be a tourmaline. So it's a beautiful, bigger stone as well. And don't we love this one? It's a big one, too. And then it's got yellow diamonds on the side. So a couple of pear shapes surround your pear shape. And the item number on this one is 5083. That is going to be a 1 only. And it's a markdown on a museum piece in the Rubellite. So not related to ruby, even though I realize they sound kind of similar. This is Rubellite tourmaline, a special category of a fuchsia, pink, red tourmaline that has a, in this case, a big size and a great quality to it. And it's a 1532. And it has 62 points, a 31-point yellow diamond on each side, one and the other matched up here, giving you the 3-stone styling here. And we've got 1 only, marking it down from $99.99 all the way. And then we do have some ruby earrings to show you. Then we'll get to our diamond ring in the bridge, which is our 1-carat diamond. Crazier things have happened. We have seen some already amazing values on this Thursday. They're going to continue. I wouldn't go anywhere if I were you. And don't forget, we have an announcement at the end of the show. So stick around. And this is not going to be $99.99 either, or half at $49. I really think at $39.99 it's a done deal, but let's go even lower than that. First caller, $38.88 on the Rubellite. Then we're going to bring you the ruby earrings, then the diamond ring, because actually I think for anybody who was admiring the ruby, let's give you an affordable way to experience what that ruby quality is all about. And we'll do that next with some earrings, but $38.88 on our magnificent Rubellite out of the museum collection here. Look at this on. This is so pretty. And with the yellow diamonds being as important and as impressive as they are, you've got that pear-shaped, 31 points. Here's the other one, 31 points there. And look at how that color and that light transitions through that stone. Tells you a lot about the clarity. Yes? Multicolored diamond ring, sure. You got, it's very thick, but doesn't sit up too high. Kind of extensively went over that earlier, but if they missed it, let's show this one here. This is a really important diamond ring we did have earlier. I brought it down to $9.99. Just want to show you here all the angles. There's some depth to the band, and then there's a point that, see, there is elevated a bit at the very outer point. Yes, Jess? The $349, you got it. $349 ruby for a flash, and we'll show that too. That's the 70-point fancy colored diamond pave band with that remarkable diamond-like shape to it. That's yellow gold only, just as it is, but it does have the black rhodium, and that is $9.99. Then I also have, if you wanted to see again, that really, really big ruby. We had a $349 earlier, and I'm gonna try to make that a lot more reasonable than it was as well. So we can even try to, again, got to move some jewelry here in the last hour and 10 minutes, so we will do our darndest to make sure that we can do that. So expect some unexpected prices. And then here's that big ruby. This is the $349. It's a cushion cut square, very, very soft cornered cushion cut here, so very much a round type of look. Just going to polish up that center stone a bit. It's our $349 private collection, and yet this has the same color and glow and clarity that the 2 did. So we just saw the 2-carat out the door. Now you've got a chance at the $349, which is really remarkable. And it's beautifully, beautifully done with a double halo of rotating tapered baguettes, the double ballerina style that is going to give you 210 in baguettes, 18 points in the rounds. And it also has a split shank with 2 rows in round brilliant diamonds. That's where all your round brilliants are, because the rest, the double halo, is just all of these fantastic baguettes that create this amazing light show. I did get it down from 60-some thousand. We got it down to $18,999. Jess, if anybody would like it, it's white gold only as is, but I'm going to make it even less than that because now we've got an hour left. And now we've got to move every last piece, including the pieces you've seen already tonight that are still here. So instead of just saying 18,000 or even 17, 16, or 15,000, it's going much lower. And don't be surprised if there's a lot of different collectors who know that a $349 doesn't happen, but $349s usually are opaque and very deep and dark in color. That is not the case here. 15, 14, no, it's not. It's not even going to be $13,999. Look at this on the hand, and $349 just could not be more exquisite. And we're going to make this really affordable as you can get for $349, $210. But remember, it's really $228 in diamonds there all the way across this ring, and it's not even going to be $13,000. $12,999. That's what we're going to do to make the magic happen on the $349 cushion cut square with all this dazzling clarity. Just again, and then we've got the same kind of ruby material, but in a smaller size, in a stud earring. We'll show you those coming up. Then we got our diamond band, diamond in the bridge, 1-carat diamond coming up in a bridge mounting. Looking forward to that. Don't forget about our GI certified VS2 201 yellow diamond. That's also here. And a couple of wheels to show you. And this one's under $13,000. Huge value there. And here come the ruby earrings. So let us know on the $349. Here are, see, same color. We are really showing off tonight with rubies. And now that we've had 2 incredible rings, 1 beautiful necklace, I'll remind you of the necklace because that's still here as well, and that's got to go. But let's take a look at these beautiful rounds. These are the stunning, same kind of color here. And like I was saying, that's what's remarkable. It's nice to see it in a smaller stone. That's what's been so amazing about seeing this kind of color and clarity in the larger stones, like the 2 and like the $349. But this is also $9,392. Just a couple of pairs here to go around. The good news is you're getting the same amazing quality we've been talking about all night with rubies. Clearly, if you're going to bring out more than one in one show and they're going to be top quality, you got to be consistent with that quality because otherwise one's going to really stand out. It's going to stick out as a big difference, and that's the beauty of what we have here. 44 points in rubies, 22 points each, 33 points in the diamond weight around that. So you're still getting more than a stud because you have that round, but you have the halo around that. So that's really well done. And yet, yellow gold, white gold, rose gold, these are right now in the yellow. Might be hard to tell until we put them on the side there. See the centered post. They'll have a centered post and a butterfly backing as well. And there they are, the rounds with the diamonds. And we only have, are you ready for this? Just a couple of pairs to go around. And I know it's going to be a lot of people sitting back going, oh, well, I'll just wait on those because they're going to be $19.99. And there's those really top quality rubies again. We've seen all these high end in the rings. Well, it's very affordable to get these. And that's after having a showcase here tonight of so many superstar, I mean, true superstar rubies. I wanted to have something that is affordable for everybody who's loved it to experience that quality. I think that is really admirable about what we do and what we live to do and what we really strive to do, which is still give everybody, no matter, regardless of budget, high or low, we like to give everybody a true chance to own the best material. And they're really, really rare. And that's what this is. You are seeing smaller stones, but the same color and the same quality, the same clarity, the same origin as we've been seeing. It's arguably an even more specialty cut because they are rounds, and they are not even going to be $19.99 for the pair. This is really, it's limited, so we don't have one for everybody, but the affordability is going to make it really, it's going to open up the opportunity. And that's what's great, is that you should not have to say, I'll never have a ruby that's a really nice quality because my budget doesn't allow it. We really say, yes, the budget allows it. That's because of what we do. We sacrifice all the prices of should be, all the market values. We say forget about it. We make sure it is affordable. This is not even $9.99 for the pair. They're not even going to be close. I realize what we have to do today, and this will absolutely fly. Only a couple pairs to go around. I've got less than a handful, so it's not going to last. And you're getting a pair of earrings that you wear proudly for the beauty that they are, the brilliance that they give. Everything that this ruby quality is exactly the same as what we've been seeing, just not quite as sizable. And they're not $9.99? No, it's not working either. This is the beauty of shopping tonight. I've had to adjust and amend every price tag tonight just to make sure they go, because on any given night, any ordinary night, $9.99 does the job. They're gone. And there's like a frenzy on the phone lines, and we're turning people away. Tonight, it's a little different. So you don't have to pay $9.99 tonight because it's not doing it. We're not getting them gone. I will make sure they go. We're not making them $8.99, $7.99, $6.99, or $5.99. Here's your chance to pick them up right now. The very first caller is still limited. That's the thing. They're not going to last very long, but they're not even $599 for a ruby earring with diamonds all the way around. Those are those VS diamonds at 1/3 of a carat. They are going to go right here and now. We'll make them $499. That's it for the pair. Count them down. We've got 60 seconds. We'll bring out the diamond ring in the bridge coming up next. But I cannot believe we're seeing a $499 price tag on a ruby earring like that. The quality through and through, these dazzling rounds. Take a look at them from a distance here. We'll show you the measurement. I'll show them on, all of that. But that is one really classic bright stud. And it'd be great if they were just a stud, the stones set in a basket, and that was that. But the diamonds adding to it, I mean, right? That's a nice little addition there to have those big diamonds that are VS all the way around. Let me give you a measurement here with the ruler as well. You'll see they're about a 1/4 of an inch in diameter there, creating that little kind of star effect to the way it's designed with the prongs on the outside of those diamonds. Gives you a little bit of unique style and shape to the way those are. And again, you've got the post centered behind a butterfly backing as well, so that's going to make it really, really easy to own. So enjoy them. Congratulations if you get a pair. $499 is a mega, mega value. I will put one up against the ear for you as well, so you can see what that's all about. And then $499 gets them to you. So try them out. That's a wonderful value at $9.99, but the fact is they're going a lot lower for you right there, and there they are from a distance away, just so you can see that size perspective that we have there for you, just without a backing, but you can get an idea of what they look like on. So let's go back to the wheel. We'll show you here up close, and then we'll give them a final 60 seconds, and then we are on our way to the diamond in the bridge. Yes, one pair gone, 2 pair left. That's it. Final call. If you'd like a pair, that's where they're going. $499, amazing value there. Just enjoy all the best quality still, but for under $500 to get yourself a pair of rubies that are stunning. Then we're going to show you the diamond in the bridge. It's a big one. 9236 will be next. Very important diamond piece. We don't see a lot of 1-carat diamonds. We're actually going to show you a 101, and here's the real kicker. It's a round. We never see 1-carat rounds. That's the tricky one to find. We're going to bring you a 1-carat plus round in a bridge. Love it. And we might have to do something crazy on this one too. Plus we have tanzanite value on the way, a big trillion 4-carat, plus a couple of wheels to get to, all happening in this last hour, so I would not go anywhere. And then let's get into it. We've got this big diamond. This is the one, I did show this earlier, so it's probably why we're getting a lot of requests about it, is we flashed it a little bit earlier. We saw a brief moment with this stone, and now we get to show it to you up close and personal and get you all acquainted with it. But what do you think? This is a nice up close view of our 1-carat diamond. First of all, it's a center, but we've added, usually when you'd see a 1-carat solitaire, it'd be in a band and that's it. We have added this huge bridge supporting it underneath and around and to the sides, everything that we love. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be something special, and we've had to really adjust pricing tonight. And we're going to keep that going. We still have a couple pairs of ruby earrings if you'd like them for under $500. Welcome to the show. We're almost to the top of the hour. Want to give you a welcome here before we get all the way into this amazing round brilliant diamond. It's a 1-carat 01, so it is a round brilliant. That is a little more unusual. When I've had 1-carats, I even have a gents ring that's a 1-carat. It's an oval. Usually they are ovals or cushion cuts. When we get into the 1-carat sizes, it is worldwide. Think about this for a second. There's a lot of jewelry stores in the world, from wholesalers to dealers, to stores, to really high-end designers, to chain stores that have, massive locations all across the world. Every single one of those stores needs round brilliant diamonds. Think about it. Usually engagement rings, right? Solitaire center stone on a band. How about studs? You need round brilliant diamonds for studs, all sizes. You need round brilliants for those classic solitaire pendants. There's such a demand worldwide. Think of how many stores. You could walk into one store. They're probably going to have a few hundred round brilliant diamonds. There is a reason why the round brilliant specifically does not go on sale or get a discounted price. A, it's a diamond. Diamonds never, ever, ever lose their value. They go up steadily and increase over time. But we are looking to remind you at a VS 101 stone. It is a round brilliant 58 facet, what we call the ideal cut, what we call the Tolkowski round. That is really, Tolkowski is the gentleman who actually figured out how to get the ideal cut for a diamond, which has 58 facets in a round. And that is the difference maker here, is that when I show you 1-carats, as few and far between as they are, they're ovals, they're cushions, they're pear shapes. They're never rounds, because those are the ones that it's great if you're just saying, here's a round brilliant diamond and we're going to be like everybody else on the planet and we're going to offer it to you for $15,000. But that is also not what we do. We're here to offer you value, provide you value on everything we do. So there are some times, and it's rare, because I can count maybe 2 times this has ever happened in my 6.5-year tenure here. There are just a very few times when we have a round brilliant diamond show up. And that means usually it was part of a very specific set of circumstances that usually a friend in the business or a dealer who maybe we needed a favor, or maybe he's paying us back for a favor that we gave. This is where we got a deal on one diamond, and this is your chance to own it. The item number is 9236. 101 is the carat weight. It is VS. And then you have another 112 in diamonds around and around and around. It's the bridge setting. So you're getting what could be an upgrade for a wedding set style, could be an engagement ring, could be just a fabulous right-hand ring. If you love diamonds, why not have a big center stone in the middle and then have a lot surrounding it? This is the way you get it. Because if you look at rings like this, when you got 213 total weight, you're spending dearly for that out in the retail world, and there's no way to get a sale. And certainly if you see one that's 5,000 and one that's 50,000, what's going to be the difference? The quality. It might be a carat 01 stone, but that $5,000 one's probably going to be brown, and it's going to have all kinds of body color. And it's going to be a really iffy clarity. It's probably going to have a lot of visible, carbon spots and inclusions. And this does not. So this is the opposite end of the spectrum. When you get really high clarity and really good color and really big size, you're getting that $50,000 ring. Let's take a look at it. It's top of the hour. Welcome to the show. Glad you're with us for this last hour tonight. Here it is. The bridge setting with a carat 12, you've got one inner row that goes under and through. You've got the outer rows that meet up with the halo, which is a double halo. That's not 1 but 2 rows in the round brilliant diamonds around your center stone. And also, not $50,000. Here today, and I'm going to show it to you because this is the deal. And if you've ever seen our 1-carat diamonds, this is where they go. And I am proud that we can say, hey, it's not an oval, it's not a cushion, but there's a $25,000 price tag. There's the ring. I am now going to reveal the red price, which is what I am supposed to get on the air here tonight. That is $9,999. That's not happening. We're going to make it a lot more interesting because this is what's required. And now we're in the no man's land at the last hour. So things have just gotten a lot tougher. So I know what we need to do here to make sure this goes, because isn't that the goal? And for anybody who's been waiting on a round brilliant diamond, it's right here. I remember not too long ago, it was actually the early parts of 2022 in February and March and April. I was doing loose gemstone shows with you guys every Thursday night, and we had some 1-carat diamonds that looked like this by themselves. They weren't set in anything. They were just shipped to you in a little box. 1-carat diamond. Remember those? Well, let's see if we can make a miracle happen, because I know where we got those, and we were selling hundreds at a time because that value was so good. What if we can match that? What if we can beat that? What if we can give you a huge diamond mounting? I think we can all agree that a carat 12 and a bridge is going to be like a lot of extras to add to your 1-carat center, which is really a 101. VS, it is VS. Everything is in the ring. So even the larger stone, all the smaller stones, they're all VS. We're going to do better than $99.99. Again, there's only one way around the big red price, and that is to put it on the auction block. So here's where I'm going to need your help. And this is the good news. I think we're going to help a lot of people here get the opportunity at a diamond, because 1-carat diamonds never, I'm in the wholesale district about 3 times a week. We have one of the biggest wholesale districts here in Los Angeles. I have to drive through it every single day to get here. I live about 20 miles west of downtown. The studio is about 20 miles east of downtown. So I drive through it every single day. And let me tell you, a lot of times it just makes a lot more sense, instead of sitting on the freeway for 5 hours, to just go early and go downtown and work with my people, which are the wholesalers and the diamond people and the people that I work with on my own line and my own stuff and all that. And my, the people that need help with custom designs that my family members who are getting married and all that kind of stuff. So it's a good place to be. But I can tell you this, when you deal with a wholesaler and you're shopping that diamond today, you're spending a good $7,800 on that diamond by itself. So here's where we are. If we're just going wholesale, so there's nothing wrong with $99.99. We're going to go lower than even $7,800 or $7,500 to open the auction, because I want to make sure this is something they can get at home today. It's not going to be $7,000. And here's where we've never gone before. And you know it if you've watched the show. These tend to make a statement because they're so few and far between. We tend to remember where they go. I have had discounts and clearances on 1-carat diamonds for $69.99, and that's the bottom. So the fact that we're going lower than that to start a live auction right now and not asking $65,000 or $6,000, well, this is where it gets really interesting. And it's not a loose stone. It's set in gold in a bridge. Take a look at it. It's not $7,000. It's not $65,000. It's not $6,000 to start. What if we tell you that this could be now open up, like really an opportunity for people who didn't even know they wanted a 1-carat diamond, but it might be so darn irresistible that you call anyways because it's a really pretty ring at a really great value? That's what we're talking about. Here's what it looks like on the hand. This bridge is made to perfection, glides right onto the hand, feels like 3 rings in one. As far as gold weight is concerned, it's not $6,000 to start, because I don't have an open yet. And you know we're on a mission to get the open and get it at home. And so how about this? $5,500 to start it off and a 60-second clock to get it. And I bet you that's going to get the phone lines rocking and rolling, because nowhere else do you find a 1-carat diamond for $5,500 loose. That is remarkable. And that mounting is worth something. How much? I can tell you. The mounting was built yesterday from our factory. We have, an on-site premises here where we make 90% of your jewelry. And that mounting was made yesterday, and we poured over $6,000 of our money to make the mounting by itself without the 101. And we don't have $5,500. Stop the clock, Tony. Here's what I'm going to do. We don't have $55,000, and I got to sell it. And if we spend the rest of the 54-minute broadcast on this one, I'm okay with that, because this is what value's all about. And I know that we have not just jewelry lovers, resellers, resellers, jewelry store owners, boutique owners, people who resell jewelry that shop here. They sit up with their feet up at night, they turn on our show, they shop the show, and they fill up their boutique with our jewelry. They don't have to make it, they don't have to create it, and they're making a profit. And you know what? That's okay. That tells me we're doing something right. That's okay. We're here to provide that value. But if you like a ring, when you've got the jewelry business insiders, the industry folks that are shopping here to supply their stores, I think that tells you you're getting a value. You can't make it for this price. We couldn't make the mounting for this price, and I'm going to go $5,000 instead. We're going to go down another $500, and we're going to open up at $5,000 to try and get this one going. That's how important this piece is. That's how special this piece is. And now the price tag makes it just go time to get in at $5,000. We don't see 1-carat diamonds ever, and especially the round brilliants. There is a premium. That's because they're so in demand. They never go on sale. You never get a deal or a discount on a round brilliant because everybody in the world of jewelry needs them. Studs, solitaires, pendants, everything. This is a 101 stone, $5,000 to open. And you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Before we even give it 60 more seconds, I have a couple of people on the lines. Let's make this interesting. Before we even hear open, I'm going to go lower on the open to make sure we get a lot of people in. Never done this before, but it's awfully exciting to take this moment in time and let's set a record. Let's set an all-time jewelry record, shall we? I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I think it's going to be a good thing. But again, $5,000, nothing for that ring. Let's go even lower. I don't sell the loose stones for this. You're getting all that gold, all those diamonds, everything. It's like, what more can we add for free? Oh, I've got some ideas. We can change the gold color for you for free. We can size it for you for free. We can ship it to you for free. We are going to do all of that. So all of that, extra added value, and we're not going to ask for $5,000 to start. Where'd my bidders go? Oh, we don't have any. All right, I can skip it. We can save it for another day, or we can just go lower and see if that helps. Maybe this will make the difference. 5,000, 49, 48, 47, 46. Oh my goodness. 4,600? Let's go, just go ahead. I'm gonna try it. I don't know if we're gonna get the open, but I'll tell you this, I'm gonna give it 60 seconds to get this one started, and you know what? It's probably gonna sell. I would be willing to bet everything on it because this is just too stinking low. I'll make it $4,500. That's all I can do. I am at your mercy here. 45 to get it started and 60 seconds to do it. And if we don't get an open, I will gladly put that away. We can move on, save it for another decade. But this is diamond value like nobody else has. And right hand ring, wedding ring upgrade, whatever it is. 45 to get a 1-carat of 1. Let's take a look at it. 60 seconds. Let's go. 60 seconds. We'll see if we've got our open. Is it too good to be true? It kind of feels that way. Let's try it on again for you. Notice the dazzling look of that 1-carat, 01, center stone. Here it is on the hand again. And let me know if we have the open at 45 because this is not going to be an auction with a lot of people, I can tell you that right now. But we should, starting this low. But it's just, I think the numbers are working against us tonight. So here we are with 35 seconds to see if we officially have secured the open at 45. The increment will be $25 after this, so no biggie there. Just $25 is not going to be the end of the world. When you are saving $5,500, please don't let $25 increments get in the way of your dream ring here, because that would be a shame. Because look at where it was, then look at where it was supposed to be here tonight at $99.99. Now look at what Lolo's done here, $4,500 to get it started. Final call, here we go. Do we have the open? Jess, are you not on this one? Not on this one. Let me see, we're verifying. Verify for me, let me know. This is absolutely nuts. Is this not the craziest thing we've ever seen? Does anybody else remember last February? Almost a year ago? Does anybody else remember that? When I had 1-carat. Tony, we should pull up the tape. And I stood here on a Thursday night in February of 2022, and I sold 1-carat round brilliant diamonds, loose, for this same price. And we were selling hundreds of them. And we've got the open. Oh my goodness. Who do you have there, Antonio? David has got the open. In Colorado. Oh, I hope I can say all that. Okay, so now we know the ring will go. It's at $4,500. We have one bidder. David, I think it's great, and I appreciate you dialing in. But I am still a little surprised that there's only one bidder so far on this ring. So now we know it's going to go. So now you have these options. Here are your options. Shop the record setter, record breaker right now, and shop it now, or wait for eternity for another one to come around like this, because I don't know when we're going to see desperation at this level. So we are going to see it out the door. That means it will go out, because you know when we've got the open, it's getting a home one way or the other here tonight. We're at $4,500 only. It is just a $25 increment, not a $2,500 increment, a $25 increment. When you are saving right now $5,500 off of where we should be. I am supposed to get $99.99 tonight for this ring. And now I'm getting $4,500. Now, there's something good and bad. We're getting it out the door. That's a good thing. I'm losing a lot of money on the ring. That's a bad thing. But it's happening regardless. And you can't stop it now. David says it's mine. If you want to challenge it, we're going to give it 2 minutes, and we're going to forever hold your peace on this, because I cannot do another 1 carat or 1 diamond even loose for this price. And this one is not loose. It's set in a lot of diamonds and a lot of gold. And I'm not sure what is happening on this Thursday, but I know this. I've done a lot of shows for a lot of years, and I've never seen a value like this one. So we could continue to watch and shop a lot of shows for a lot of years to come. How are you ever going to see a value like this one? The diamond market did not crash. It never does. They go up, 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 up. Now, lately, they've been more on this trajectory. They haven't been doing this little gradual slope that they've done for all of eternity. Lately, it's been like straight up, like a skyscraper. You have seen diamond pricing skyrocket, so it's so much more ironic that we're seeing ours crash like this. But that has to do with me just putting this up on the auction block. So we're going to give it our final call. We're going to give it 2 minutes. Word to the wise, dial early in the 2 minutes. I know 2 minutes sounds like a long time to make a phone call, but it's not. We give you 2 minutes because there's a delay. So we want to make sure that you're here and ready to go, because once that clock hits 0, we got to sell it. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold. Be my guest. You can have any gold you want, any size you want, and also it is shipped to your doorstep for free, and you don't pay tax outside of the state of California. So keep all that in mind. So there's a lot of savings here. And it's a $99.99 ring, most of all, best of all, that's $4,500 right now. So our last call starts right now. Take a look at it. Final 2 minutes, and we'll see who's got it. Last chance, last call, $45, $25 increments only. And oh my goodness, here we go. Well, I mean, I hate to get too personal, Antonio, but do you think David's like a reseller like we were talking about? Do you think he's got a store or a boutique, or just buying it for a loved one, or just going to break it apart and sell off the pieces? Or I wonder what's going on, because $4,500, ooh, that tells you a lot. A lot of discounting is going on, and a lot's happening to bring this to you right now. Do we have anybody verifying? Nobody at all. Final 80 seconds remaining. Here it is one more time on the hand. Oh my goodness, what are we looking at tonight? It's been that night where just some big values, and they've been extra, extra, extra special in the auction format. That is without question. So our final minute now, ticking down, last call on this one. Looks like it's going at 45. Wouldn't be the first time tonight a piece is gone at the open. Here it is. One last time, carat 12 around it. That's 213 total weight. Okay, last chance. Okay. David, I think it's looking real good. 25 seconds left to make it official. It's going to be gone. Congratulations. This is extremely important value. And just again, this is why we say thanks for being with us, because you never know what's going to take place. And we're going to have a lot of people who watch this recording or tape days from now, and they go, I'd like a 1 carat diamond for $4,500, please. And there's nothing that we can do in that vein. So this is really, really important. And here it is. Last call once, twice, three times. That is sold. Congratulations. Gone. Let's try a tanzanite in a bridge that's going to give you a 4-carat plus. Well, isn't this a good looking stone? And congrats, David, on that one. Well done there. Enjoy it. And then let's talk a little bit about a trillion cut. Item number 9372. And that is going to be, yes, a very, very special 410 trillion cut blue wing block D. I mean, are we getting tired of the Museum Reserve, or do we love it? Because these, I don't mean to say that there's a lot of them coming through. We're getting down to it because we're really releasing the Museum Reserve stones. In the last couple of weeks, we've been doing that. This is yet another, and this time we have that fabulous trillion cut. 410, plus it has a carat, wait a minute, this is a carat 16 diamonds. This is even more diamond weight than we saw in the last ring. Beside, around, under, I mean, part of that is that really big halo that you have. And you've got that really, look at those huge stones. Look at that huge diamond weight that's going around, that tanzanite. This one also looks a little bit bigger than a 410, just, you know, having seen a lot of them. It really, really looks good. Plus your carat 16, it's in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold, so we'll just make sure you're aware of that. But what a great looking stone. And again, we've been trying our best here to make these extra, extra high level stones really affordable for you. I think that is clearly the case here. And when we're set to get a last, well, 40 minutes left in the show, and we've got, yes. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, how nice. That was one of the things I thought of when we see a ring like that. That'd be great. Can we shout her out as well then? Hi, Lynette. Thank you. Well, that's wonderful. Well, she'll have it right away. And I think she's going to be very, very proud to wear it. And thank you both for shopping with us. And it sounds like a good upgrade set, right? Very nice. I love that the bridges look like they're stacked with lots of bands without the hassle of stacking bands. Kind of like, again, this bridge here does the same thing. Thank you, David. Thank you, Lynette. Thanks for shopping with us. Thanks for watching tonight. All right, so here's what we're going to do on the trillion cut. If you'd like our $69.99 trillion, doesn't have to be, and it's got, oh, is that a tire tread or is that a fingerprint? Hopefully it's a fingerprint, guys. Yeah, it's a fingerprint. Although I think it's going to be tough enough to put up with whatever, put it through the paces, you're all right. But there it is, it's $69.99, forget about it. Let's just blow it out. First caller, just take it. Got a few last one-of-a-kinds to show you for our last 40 minutes of this Thursday night. And looking forward to seeing who's going to get this one, because there's nothing quite like the Museum Reserve stones. And there's a trillion, which is always, again, a little more exotic. That's what we have not seen a lot of. Those stones that we never saw, when you look at the parcel as a whole and the collection as a whole, we never saw a lot of trillions. The trillions were very limited, much like the rounds and the emerald cuts and the ashers, super limited when you're talking trillions. But there is a lot of demand for the trillions because they have that really special, they give you something that is exotic, gives you a really, I think, a powerful look in the stone cutting, but you also get a lot of brilliance internally. So it's showing off all the saturation still. You get a lot of the reds, but it's also giving you a lot of that gleaming effect. Really only two different stone cuts do that. It's the rounds and the trillions. That's it. Everything else is going to be a little more subdued as far as sparkle is concerned. So if you are somebody who loves the saturation in the neons, you want the red flash, but you also want to see a lot of brilliance, a lot of flash, a lot of sparkle. That's what the trillions and the rounds do. So those are your best bets. I'm one of those gals. I like a lot of sparkle to my stone no matter what the stone is. That's what you're getting here. It's not 69. Blow it out right now. First caller, take it. Then we'll do some wheels. We've got an affordable garnet piece for you as well. But this show is one for the ages. I mean, record-setting prices. Let's do it again. Why stop now? We've got 40 minutes. Take a look at this. It's got to go. As a matter of fact, really simple, really easy. How about this? First caller, blow it out, $19.99. That's it. $19.99. You get it, you own it, you have it, and look at this again on the hand. It's spectacular. And actually, if I flip it, you might see an even better angle here at the trillion. That's the viewpoint. That sets it directly up to your eye so you can really, really see it. And that is special. So $19.99, we'll see who's got it. White, yellow, rose gold in your size. You don't even need to size up on this bridge. I think one of my favorite things about a trillion in a bridge is the fact that the band stays consistently that same width, but then the profile or the overall halo gets even larger. And so it really looks like it goes beyond the bridge in a big way. And I think that's really always pretty and really makes it look like that, again, that stacked band we love. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand, so you can really see that size perspective once again here, and then see how that, again, all this brilliance within, It's not as expected in ovals or cushions. Certainly ashers and emerald cuts do a little different kind of play, but the only brilliant stones are your trillions and your rounds. So you get a good one there at $19.99. And then we've got a couple wheels to do. We've got a really, really special garnet piece that's going to be mighty affordable. That is a celebration of the month of January, the birthstone for this month, which we know has a lot of different options, but the classic, the absolute, like the one everybody knows, and usually the only one you get a chance to own. Well, have you ever wondered what would happen if TVON brings a quality of Mozambique garnet that is really high end? That's what we're going to do and make it really, really affordable. So that is important. And here we go. Next up, and this is going to be our, this is just really good. I mean, classic birthstone. If you go into a jewelry store, typically if you say, point me towards your garnets, they're going to show you this. But this is an exceptional color here, because leave it to us. We're not just going to bring you routine, regular, basic, boring. Boy, that's the angle for that trillion. I was just noticing all the reds coming through. Do you guys see it? All the reds that are happening out of that stone. Mighty, mighty fine for $19.99. And let's see who's got it. Virginia, are you getting this one or verifying on something else? All right, so we can always recap a few things before we go. If you have any questions, we still have that yellow diamond, which has got to go, the 201 VS certified yellow diamond. This one's verifying. I'm going to wait just about 30 more seconds. So let's make sure it gets a home, because I don't think she's got it yet. So we're still waiting to see who's got this one. And that is we just saw a bridge just a moment ago with a white diamond. It had a carat 12. This has a carat 16. $19.99. $410. This is that extra, extra special high-end neon, hand-selected on day one. Day one, when everything was here and the whole collection was in front of us, there were a few stones that were hand-selected. They were the ones that were chosen, the chosen ones to go to the museum. And when all was said and done, when we'd sold out of everything, that was going to be the material that got lent out to museums. But now it's coming to you instead. So $19.99 if you'd like it. Big garnet piece coming up. Who's got this one? Nobody yet? Nope, nope. Okay, so this one's here if you'd like it. And then coming up, the garnet pendant. This is really going to be affordable. We don't see much in fine jewelry for this price tag. I'm going to try to make everybody a little happy piece here for a little New Year's celebration or January birthstone. Look at this. So again, you go to a jewelry store and you say, do you have a garnet? They're going to say, yes, we do. Right this way. Come to this case. And they're going to show you some brown looking gem that's going to be what's called pyrope garnet. It's usually out of Mozambique, and it's that pyrope garnet, right? Well, this is 3057. This is still that Mozambique pyrope garnet, but it's also TVON. And so you've got, we were just talking about trillions. Here it is again. Trillion cut, 332, bright as can be. And what color is this? Is it brown? No, it is red. It is this deep, beautiful, not quite ruby red, but this beautiful, shining, gleaming burgundy red. It's bright. It's almost like a cardinal red. It's a 332. It's got 5 points in diamonds. That's going to be, look at that, around it. Think of it like a halo, but a little deconstructed. It's going to have pave in each of the sides to go alongside. They don't just put it at the corners, the tips of the prongs. It's actually on the sides of your trillion here. So 3 sides, 3 little pave sections, bail as well. Your choice of white, yellow, or rose gold. And do you know what? I know it's only 35 minutes left of the show. And I know a lot of people have probably gone night-night and they're going to say, see you tomorrow and all this good stuff. But you know what? For those of you that are hanging out, ready to do a little shopping, maybe you're shopping for a January birthday that's coming up. Well, this is that classic birthstone. There are many, but this is one of the classics. And I don't know where else you're going to find a garnet that looks this good. And I'd put it up against demontoids and savorites and mandarins and all those rare garnets that get thousands of dollars a carat. And I'd say put this up next to it and see what one you choose, because it's a beautiful stone in its own right. And if you like the reds, remember, usually the consensus is this. In any gemstone family, usually the red variety is the most exotic and expensive of any gemstone family. We see it with corundum, it's ruby. We see it with diamonds, it's red diamonds. We see it over and over and over again. With spinels, it's the red spinels. Those are the most special. Those are the most exotic. I'm going to take this $19.99 pendant and let's drop it on down. We'll bring you some 1-carat studs. Who are this for? Kathy's got a request too. We'll bring those out. And if you'd like this garnet pendant, let's see if we can get the phone lines rocking. It's a goal. It's just going to be we're going to try it. But this price has to go lower than $9.99 to get the phone lines really, really lit. So instead of 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, I've had $4.99 pieces today and they're still hanging out. So let's not even do $4.99. Let's go even lower. I'm totally ignoring the price it should be, obviously. I am not going to make the $4.99 pendant or the $19.99 pendant $4.99. We're not going to ask for $3.99 either. And this is still fine jewelry, solid gold, diamonds that are VS. That garnet, which is top of the heap when it comes to any pyro garnets. It is pure reds. It is not brown. It is not dark and opaque. It is bright and clean. And we're going to make it, you know what, better than even $350. I have not had a piece of fine jewelry on this show in a very long time for this price. I say we're overdue. Let's make it $299 only. And that way you get a beautiful garnet, a classic to wear with everything. I mean, what color does red not go with? I really don't think that there is a color that you cannot wear with the color of red. And this being, look at that from a distance and how it is just lighting up. Beautiful, brilliant, bright color there. That trillion cut is amazing. It's a 3/4 of an inch drop from one top to the bottom there. So the top of the veil to the bottom of the pendant. It is so stunning. And $299, come on in. Try it out. You got nothing to lose. You can get white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. But there is not a lot in the fine jewelry world for $299. Take advantage of that. And this is gold, not sterling, gold. And a really beautiful example of garnet. Let's try it on the neckline here as well. So you can see that really quickly, just from a distance away. Get just one more perspective on that one and see how it never stops gleaming. It never stops shining. It's beautifully bright and beautifully bold. And yet, this is the white gold. I would love the richness it's going to give you in the yellow gold as well. Or if you just really like bringing out the red tones, maybe think about getting the rose gold and having those pinky red tones be what's really showing off here. Let's go back to the wheel up close, $299. Let me know if you want one. 60 seconds left. 60 seconds remaining. That's it. That's it. And that's a heck of a garnet, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? So good. So good. 60 seconds, all we've got. That's all we've got. And we should hopefully have these sold out at $299. There's nothing else I can bring you for $299. I don't think in the entire collection anymore. Everything has gone a little crazy. And then we have, you know what else is here? There's a big 2-carat ruby with a lot of big diamond weight as well. Have that one for you, but call me if you want this pendant. That's 35 seconds. Who's got one? Thank you. Another one, another one, another one. All right, so 3 people on the phone lines getting one right now, $299. Try it out. That is a really, really pretty garnet. And we do have another 2-carat ruby. It's a cushion cut. It's got big yellow diamonds around it. If you want to see that, let me know. We've got to get to Kathy's diamond request. We have some diamond studs. These came out a lot before the holidays, but I think a lot of people figure, I'm going to wait because maybe I'll get them for the holidays. And then if they didn't show up, they weren't under the tree, Santa forgot, they weren't in the stocking. Well, now's the time to get them, so we'll bring you studs coming up right now. Keep calling on the garnets. Have a request to bring stud earrings here. And oh, we love these, we love these. This is a true must-have. I mean, honestly, it's the top of the heap when it comes to the must-have list of jewelry. I mean, no matter what your age or where you live or what you do or what style you have, this is the must-have earring. Everybody wants to get a good stud, and if you can get quality in your stud, even better. So item number here is 1320. We just got really busy on the garnet pendants, so I know that delay is extra long today, clearly. So keep calling. You can still grab the garnet for $299, and now we're going to show the 1-carat studs, and they're beautiful. So that means 50 points each. That's what that means. And we've got, 1-carat. And you get a choice of here. I'm going to allow you to choose because this is what I feel like everybody has a preference in screwbacks versus pushbacks, right? Screwbacks are the ones you thread on. Like right now, that's going to be the screwback, right? So that's if you want to thread the backing on, you have that option. Usually that used to cost about $360 extra. We're going to include it free of charge. Now, if you want to go standard pushbacks with butterfly backs, you can do that as well. And that would be an option, same price. So you either, I would recommend screwbacks, unless again, if you're taking them out 8 times a day and you just don't want that extra time, then go ahead and get pushbacks. But they are extra secure when they're screwbacks, so that's why people typically do studs, especially bigger studs. And that's why they usually like that extra security. You don't just have them, we've all been there where we've had an earring just fly off and we don't even realize it necessarily at the moment, and then it's lost forever. We don't want that to happen to really important diamond studs, especially VS stones like this. Treat yourself to some studs. Let's get you the white or the yellow gold. Yes? Who was it? Lily? Ooh, pretty name. Yes? And she got a garnet pendant? Oh. Better. I love that idea. And she's from Illinois. Wonderful. Hi, Lily. Thank you so much. Welcome to our show. Enjoy that piece. You will. I mean, I know you will. So wear it well. Thank you, Lily. Welcome to our show, and Happy New Year to you. Let's talk about this beautiful stud, which I know is really our mainstay here, and we've been so proud to bring these because I don't know of anybody else who does this. You can scout them all day long. I hope you do, because you'll come back here every time. The fact is we don't always have them in stock and available for you, so it's an important time to pick them up, especially when we're doing the white or the yellow gold. The basket's really well done. It doesn't sit up too high. And also, they're at least 1 carat. I always have to point that out just so that if one day you decide to take them out and weigh them and you discover that we have a 52 pointer and a 55 pointer, and it turns out that you're getting, you know, a carat 05 in diamonds, well, that's a minimum carat weight. So the minimum carat weight is 1 carat. You very well may get more than that because our priority is to match the stones. Now, they're still going to match. If you're going, well, one's a 52 and one's a 55, they're not going to match. They will. You can have different carat weights that can be off a point or two here and there and still have the same diameter. So what we make sure matches is the diameter of the stone, the clarity, and the color. That has to be the same across the board. That is how we prioritize. So sometimes it's not going to be a 50 pointer. It's going to be a 52 or a 56 or a 53 pointer. And as long as the color and the clarity match, that's what we're after. So that's what you're getting here. Choose your backing. It's a really nice luxury to have, just so it's your preference. Again, I recommend the screwbacks, but you don't have to do that. You can get either one you want. It's all just based on personal preference and your own lifestyle. How often you're putting them on, taking them off. A lot of people will have a stud and they'll wear it every day. So then you're only taking it off once or twice a week just to give them a good cleaning. Then they go right back on. That's when you get the screwback, so that you know they are extra secure. It just gives you a little extra layer of security. It's like a you know, a padlock on a deadbolt. It's just making sure that they're not going to fly off on a whim because you brushed your hair or something like that. We've all been there, so we all have experienced that, and we don't want you to lose a big precious diamond, especially when they are $6,500 elsewhere for SI stones. That's the going rate. That's the best value I've been able to find, and these are easy. Again, we talked about this earlier with the 1 carat ring. 1 carat diamonds are everywhere. They're either in, you know, 1 carats or half carats. I mean, that's kind of the thing. They're in every jewelry store. So out of years of scouting them, the best I could find on a 1 carat total weight stud was $6,500, and they were SI. There were eye visible inclusions. You could see carbon spots in those diamonds. These you don't. They're eye clean. They're better than that. You could look under a microscope or under a loupe and still struggle to find inclusions in your half carat individual stones. Take a look. White, yellow, rose. Rose gold they don't want to do, but I think we could do it. Just it might take a little extra time. You're probably going to want to stick with the white or the yellow. And we're going to do the best price, $6,500. They're not, and that's what's easy, is that every jewelry store is going to have 1 carat. They're not all going to be the same quality, but you're going to get an easy way to compare. So you know when a value is a value. This is a value. $65, $55, $45, $3,500 you don't pay. You're paying less than that, and we're so proud to do it. Not even $2,500. Yes. Oh, good. 2 pendants to 1 collar. Who was that? Jenny, thank you so much. Enjoy those garnet pendants. And you know what? Not even 25. They're not even $2,000 for the pair. This is why we get requests nonstop throughout the year for them. They are $1,999. That's it. And that will be how we get the big diamond studs out the door, because even when we go up 1 size to a 2 carat size, you know what happens? They go to like close to $10,000. So you have a way right now to get the 1 carat studs, and it is fabulous. So let's see who's got them. I know, Kathy, those were a request. Those are the classics. Those are the must-have. They're about 5 millimeters or so each, 4 millimeters rather. And I'll show one from a distance here as well. And that is going to be, look at this. And these are getting screwbacks right now, but look at from the sides. They don't have that big, big, big high profile. I despise a stud, any stud that has a really high setting, because to me, they always remind me of starter earrings that you get when you get your ears pierced at the mall. You know what I mean? Like when they're those starter earrings you have to leave in forever, and they sit a mile off the ear and they look like Frankenstein bolts, and I'm not a fan. And that's why setting is so important, because you can have some of those, even fine high-end diamonds sometimes are going to have that really, really big high setting. I don't like to see that because to me it cheapens the look. I love when it's a lower profile basket, still secure obviously, but a lower profile basket so they really are going to sit beautifully. Okay, do you have the first pair? One pair's gone. We'll see who it is. Could be our requester, maybe it's not. And it looks like I only have actually 3 after the holidays. We're always a little depleted on our studs, and that is important. So just remember that that looks like we have the first pair gone, so it means 2 pairs remaining. All right, let's keep moving. 60 seconds left on those. Virginia, first pair, white, yellow. Which one? We're verifying on the first pair. So again, 2 pairs left. That's all we have. I don't know when, at this point, we talked about this earlier with white diamonds especially and round brilliants especially, you don't get a lot of deals on diamonds. We don't have just this big supply. Yes, smaller stones we have. 1, 2 pointers, accent stones all day, no problem. But this one, that's different. 50 pointers or more, that's different. So you don't get those at just a whim. We don't have a big bucket full in the back that we just scoop them out and say, okay, we need more studs. That's why they're more limited. And after the holidays, we know that they were very popular during the holidays, so we know they're limited now. So get them while you can. $19.99, huge value there. Scout them out. This is where, again, you can do all the comparison shopping in the world. I've done the legwork. You can go wholesale. We talked about this earlier, wholesale jewelry district. You can go shop them wholesale. If you got a connection and you are a reseller and you've got a resale license, you can shop them in the wholesale world. You're still not getting. You can't even make them. So if you were to buy the stones loose per se, and then you have to pay for someone to set them in the gold, and gold baskets, it might sound like that's not a big deal. Well, when I was, there's a finding shop in downtown that does this great, they do every finding you need. That's all they do is sell findings, just like there are also, you know, those shops that they only sell jewelry displays. There are shops down there that only display, they only sell packaging, jewelry packaging, boxes, every box you could ever want, right? The ones that light up inside, the little wooden one, everything, right? Well, there is a shop down there that's all they do is sell findings, usually for studs, right? And if you buy in tremendous volume, you're still paying about $380 right now. These days with gold where it's at, for the gold findings alone, that means the basket, the post, and the backing. That's about $380. So it's not just like, oh, there's no big deal, it's not a lot of gold. But the findings are, in today's day and age, they're pricey on their own. And by the way, it looks like we have 2 pairs gone. It means 1 pair left. Take a look. 60 seconds, then we got to move. The studs are on the move. The studs are going. So we want to make sure you have your chance here to pick them up. And you've got your pair there? Okay. Coming up next, we're on our way. We've got a beautiful ruby. We have a diamond ring. This is a big, big value. Diamond ring. Lots of white diamonds, and how about we throw in a bunch of pink diamonds as well in this wider band, cigar band style. Let us know if you have any requests for the end of the show. Okay, let's just do a wheel. We'll do a quick wheel. I've got so little time. I better just throw in some jewelry here, and we got to get you a really good look at some really crazy cool one-of-a-kinds, because showing one-of-a-kinds takes a lot of time. So it's most of what we have, obviously. So let me just kind of put up some really unique, bigger pieces here. Well, that's a good one. That's a beautiful saturated kunzite in an elongated emerald cut. We'll zoom back, so I'm going to add to it. We're going to also show you, how about this? This is a gorgeous black opal. A lot of the blues and the greens, but it's that lightning ridge material. Then we have a really beautiful one-of-a-kind. This is an oval diaspora, and that's going to be that color changing with you. You can already see some of the pinks coming through on that stone. In the diaspora, then we have a tanzanite, which is this asymmetric rose on one side, pear shape on the other side, and then we bring you a fabulous pear-shaped fire opal. I had a fire opal at the very beginning of the show. It was quite a bit smaller, so now we're bringing you the big stone there. And then we got some really unique designer mountings here. Anything you want on this wheel, this is how we kind of save some time with 20 minutes left, is give you all one price. So it's time for all of them to go. If you have a favorite, call me. We do have just 1 pair of studs left, by the way, so last call. It could be a while. Usually we shoot for Mother's Day as the next big occasion. I mean, Valentine's Day, usually there's no way to get them back in by February. That's only a few weeks away. So it's very unlikely we'll see the studs back before February. So even if you're thinking, yes, I know it sounds early for Valentine's Day considering we just, you know, popped bottles for the new year, but keep in mind, Very unlikely. I've been doing this a long time. Studs don't usually get back in time for Valentine's. So keep in mind, get them tonight while we have that pair. Anything on this wheel, time to let them go. And these are all one of a kinds. I do love that kunzite. Boy, that's some really serious saturation for an emerald cut. And then let us know which one you like. I'll walk you through some carat weights. We have a 347 tanzanite. We've got a really special 73-point opal, but again, looks larger than that. The kunzite in the middle, well, that's going to be a big 627 emerald cut. Then you get 241 on the fire opal. And what am I missing? The diaspora. The diaspora is going to be huge as well. That's a major diaspora, and that one's going to be a 348 on the diaspora right back here. That's a beautiful elongated oval. Anything you'd like on this wheel, let's blow them out right now. They got to go. They've got to go, and this just seemed like an economical way to save a little bit of airtime. Get them all one crazy low price. I mean, these are all over the map, $34.99 and up. There's some $49.99 pieces as well. So basically, anywhere between $3,500 and $5,000 is where they should be. We're going to take them all to one low price, and I got to move every single one of them. It's time. We have 18 minutes left now. 18. Which one do you like? Because it is going to be helpful to dial in early. Even though we're at the end of the show, it's going to be really, really important to be on those phone lines ready to go because they're going to fly, and they're not even $3,000 or $2,000 or $19.99, $18, $17, $16, $15, $14. Can you tell we got to sell some jewelry? We've got to. Take a look. 5 rings, all one of a kinds, all one price tag. And do not wait on the kunzite because I think with the rate those kunzites have been going out lately, there's no way that's sticking around. And it's a 6-carat 627 on this stone right here. Diamonds all the way around it, down the sides as well. And it's not going to be $14.99 a ring. They're not $13.99. Oh my goodness, we are on a roll now. Let's make them. I mean, nothing up there was under $3,500. So if we take everything down to the lowest common denominator, that's where they should stay. That's just not going to work in the last 17 minutes. We're going to blow them out right now, $1,299. $1,299. That's it. $1,299. And then they are on their way. 60 seconds with that wheel. Let me know what we can recap for you, try on, tell you all the details about, because they need to go. And look at this. This is a ring that you really have to see on. Look at the saturation level, though, that tanzanite. Very nice. Pear shape. It's going to be a jumbo size, 347 there. Anything you want. The wheel should be on the move. That opal is something. I know it's 73 points, but it obviously does not have a 73-point size. Look, right? That does not look like a 73-point stone. And that's probably why it's here, because someone said, oh, it's a 73-pointer, it's a tiny stone. It's not a tiny stone. And it's got diamonds and gold wrapping all the way around it. Last call, 20 seconds, and we move. It's a no-go on the wheel? All right. We'll keep on moving. Don't forget, we had a big 3.5-carat ruby. We had Rubellite. We had fabulous pink diaspora was here as well. We had that yellow diamond, which that's got to go. Got to show you the yellow diamond again. The yellow diamond. Oh, and what about the ruby necklace? Let me just flash this. It was so early in the show. We have a ruby necklace in two-tone gold with a pear-shaped ruby. All the other rubies. You know, we've shown you this array of really fine rubies tonight. Take a look at this ruby necklace. This ruby necklace is in white and yellow. It does have to stay that way, but it's a really, really strong pear-shaped stone, and that's going to be item number 7509. It's an 80-point pear-shaped ruby, and then it's set in the yellow gold with the diamond pave around it, and then the white gold bar that's right above it, solid chain, adjustability, spring ring clasp, and this one is only $9.99 if you'd like that ruby necklace. You might have missed it. We had it way early in the show. Just want to give you a last look at that ruby necklace there before we end our show here in about 15 minutes. There's the ruby. Bright and clean and glowing even from a distance away. So just had to flash that. We'll go back to our wheel, see if anybody has any questions on those 5 individual pieces. Nope. All right. $12.99. That's a $3,500 minimum wheel. And now $12.99. Don't forget we have a big yellow diamond, VS and certified. Showing you that one more time before we go because I know a lot of you are thinking about it, want to see it one more time. We'll show that again. Look at this kunzite. Look at the saturation. And I have not been able to keep a kunzite in stock this entire it's been really the last couple of months. They have been just on fire. Look at this stone. 627 is the carat weight, 51 points in diamonds around it. That is going to be $12.99. That is one of the most saturated colors. It's downright purple when they're usually light, light pink. This one's got purple saturation. That amazing, amazing, amazing quality. And $12.99 gets it to you. Unheard of value. right, last call. Let's move on to the yellow diamond. We'll finish our show with a yellow diamond and a couple of extras here. We do have a beautiful aqua bangle if you want to see it. Speaking of kunzites, this is one of those 36 caraters. We have a 3655 here. I know it's a little unique, but if anybody likes it, this has come way, way down. Look at that fancy cut. That is our fabulous kunzite. Look at how it matches the ring. Yes. 70 point fancy color ring, $9.99. Love that ring. I love that ring. I do. I hope someone's getting it. It's item number 9315. It's been the hot seller of the night here, I think. Right? I hope we have everybody watching that one is this fancy color diamond ring, all the pave. Do you remember this from earlier? Or if you joined us a little bit later, you're going, nope, don't remember that. It was a few hours ago, 70 points in natural fancy pave diamonds, every kind of color within the yellows, champagnes, greens, even some pinks in there, really saturated pinks. And that is going to be $9.99. Remember, it's a heavy gold weight. It's a beautiful band, but tapers, so I don't want you to be intimidated by the bigger size of it overall. It's really fantastic, and that is set, for me, it is the backdrop of the black rhodium that makes every one of those diamonds independently look so sharp. And that's a quick recap on that one, by request. All right. And Antonio, I'm going to try that on one more time for them as well in case they missed that too. We'll show it through the inside here. Again, heavy gold in the sense that it's thicker through the back and through the profile. Has that point. So see how it comes up to a point that really is the widest point of the band, and then that's going to be a little bit deeper throughout the ring. So it's not just doesn't just sit flat one-dimensionally on the hand. It's got a lot of size to it. $9.99 only, but it tapers really well. I love this mirror finishing of the yellow gold as your border. That is the black rhodium that is your backdrop for all of those diamonds, which is a big part of why they look as good as they do. It's a beautiful backdrop. I mean, think about it when you're, you know, even when you're taking a photograph and you want it to really, your subject to stand out, oftentimes we'll see, you know, a backdrop behind so that, you know, really it takes away all the noise and you can really focus on what's important, and that's where these diamonds really shine. So that is $9.99, just a quick recap there. And then I guess we'll show you the yellow diamond one more time here. It's worth seeing because it's a certified VS2 stone. Well over, I mean, it's a 201, so you don't see a lot of 2-carat certified stones anymore. And here it is, the fancy yellow. And one of the best and brightest of colors we can bring you, and this is last call, and you know, this is where a lot of people specifically wait on these bigger pieces. We showed it earlier, they've been thinking about it all night. This is when the end of the show is when everyone's making their decisions from what they've seen all night long and ready to take advantage. Yes? Uh-huh. There is no charge. We're doing either way, studs or meaning pushbacks or screwbacks. Yep, there's no charge either way. We want to truly, I don't want you to have to forego security to get the screwbacks. That's what a lot of people did in years past. They were like, oh, I don't want to spend an extra $360 to get screwbacks, and then they lose one. I just want to make sure you don't lose one. Yeah. $12.99 kunzite gone. Thank you so much. And let us know on the ruby necklace that's $9.99. And by the way, this was here earlier, and I just have to give it a last look because this has to go tonight. We have 10 minutes left, and this is item number 7487. It is the 201. Certified. That's the big difference here. We've had plenty of 2-carat stones, but we do not always have 2-carat stones that are certified by GIA, that have a VS clarity to them, that have that strong a color. You see it. That is not a pale yellow. That is not a washed out, barely there yellow. It is bright. It is vibrant. It is a carat 78 in diamonds as well, and it's fabulous in every way. So $379 in total diamond weight here. Pretty amazing piece. And it comes with the cert, which I'll pop in again, and this has got to go tonight. And you know what? A lot of people are thinking about it. It's what happens with the yellow diamonds. And some people have probably taken the last hours to and scouted them out. Or you've looked back at other previous airings of other diamonds that we've had where 2 carats with no cert have gone for more. That's happened a lot. I can vouch for that because I was up here selling them. And they were great values. There's no question. But this is 18-carat solid gold. Here's a look at that cert again if you missed it earlier. Cushion modified brilliant, 6.5 by 7 millimeter cushion cut, almost square. 201 W to X color VS2. That is huge. No fluorescence. Important as well. GIA inscribed. So that's going to be the cert number inscribed on the interior of your diamonds so that they always match up. You can always reference back go contact GIA. You will always know which cert goes with which stone because the stone has that reference number on it. And huge diamond weight, 18 karat solid gold. That is $26,000 normally on this show. It is $99.99 tonight. Yes. Who is it? Joanne in Ohio. Did she? Wonderful. It's a great ring, Joanne. You'll love it. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for shopping with us tonight. Appreciate you. All right. Let's see $99.99. Who's going to get the 201 with the cert? Okay. That's just fabulous in every way. And I said this earlier, for those of you that have debated and said, well, I'm working with a budget. Who isn't? We all are. Everyone's got a different budget, but everyone's got a budget, right? They just might be different. We define budgets differently. But if you have wanted to get a certified stone, but you couldn't justify the extra cost that a cert usually requires, here's the way you get around that. We've got this stone. Look at all that 18 karat gold. Heavy setting, beautifully finished on the inside. All of that done in the 18K. That's the cushion cut brilliant difference right there. You take gray color that's Mother Nature supplied. Mother Nature takes all the credit for that color. It's not heating. It's not a treatment. It's nothing that's a process. That's just natural. That's all the yellow diamonds we bring. I don't care if it's a small accent stone or if it's one of our biggest and best. All of our yellow diamonds we provide here are the natural unheated variety. They are truly natural through and through. The GIA has backed that up as, again, just one of the many features of why GIA certs are important to get is because they're telling you every last detail. Everything you need to know about your diamond. They're telling you everything. And that is helpful if you're going, so who cares? Especially if you're getting appraisals done, insurance done, those types of things, or you just know these are investment pieces that most people will never dream of owning. So the fact that you're getting one and at a really incredible value like this one is, it's nice to have every bit of knowledge from the experts, not just some guess or some hypothesis, but an actual, from the expert, evaluation of every last detail of your diamond. That is important. And for a lot of people, I mean, you usually have to spend dearly to get those certs on bigger diamonds, but you know what? It's worth it. It is worth it. This is the case where 26,000 went to under 10. So you don't have to pay dearly to get the cert, but it's still so worth it to have that documentation. Why not have it, right? If it's going to be essentially free, if it's going to cost you less than the non-certified stones, why not have? That's usually the difference, right? Is they cost more, so some people say, okay, I'll forego the cert. But then when it doesn't end up costing you anymore and you still get the cert, well, then you have an extra special value. That's what this is tonight. We have 6 minutes left in our show. Take a look at this. That's going to be it on the yellow diamond, $99.99. We'll see who's got it. Studs are still going out the door. We've got yellow diamond, the fancy color diamond rings still happening. Any requests you have, get those in so we can flash it. We still have that ruby necklace for $9.99, which I find very hard to believe. But we have $9.99 full-on beautiful two-tone ruby necklace with every bit the quality of ruby we've been seeing throughout the night here. And then if you want another quick steal on diamonds, let's go to white and pink diamonds here, which have all these fabulous fancy cut white diamonds. It's item number 8713, and we'll make this very quick. Got to move some jewelry here at the end of the night, so let's show you something you haven't seen that features huge pink diamonds and a carat 62 of all these different square, baguette, and Asher cut white diamonds. That's a carat 62 in the white diamonds and a carat 36. You're getting just shy of 3 carats in diamonds overall. I have never had a ring with pink diamonds that size, besides solitaires. And look at the size of those pink diamonds, lined in the rose and the white. This is as it is in the gold color, 14K solid, finished on the inside. And we're going to blow it out. Look at that different designer detail. You have all of this extra pattern on the inside, but still showing that open work through your bezels. I love that. I mean, they managed to put an undergallery, but not detract from the cool way that the stones are set across the front. And we have one only, come on in, 162, 136, add it all together, here's what you got. One big value, was $59.99, now it is not. First caller, blow it out. We got to move some jewelry here. We have 4 minutes and a half to do it. And this one's going to be $2,999, even better than it was slated to go in our big end of the year clearance event. That has now come down lower. So $29.99 gets this fabulous ring to you. You can see how wide it is on the hand here. This is a true cigar band style in every sense of the word. I mean, that definition is really about a wider style like this, slightly domed. I love that it's smooth. Like you've got some prong set pink diamonds, but nothing that's sharp or catches on anything. And for 3 carats in diamonds. It's $298 exactly. And when you get all bigger stones, pink and white, and you get an almost 3 carat total weight, and it's $29.99. Huge value, not to mention the gold that it's set in. There's a lot of gold that's happening throughout that ring. So there's your last call on that one, $29.99. I mean, I still can't get over the size of those round brilliant pink diamonds that are doing the lining the border, lining the outside. That is so impressive. And $29.99 gets it to you. The yellow diamond is verifying right now. That's not going to last the night. Give us a call on that one, and then any requests you have or anything else you'd like to shop on for the rest of the evening, this is the time to do it. I want to remind you that this is my announcement that I had, because I know we've got a little change in schedule for you here for the new year. We're actually not going to be on television on Fridays. You guys know that on TV, we never had all of our audience. So we're actually not going to be broadcasting on television on Friday nights, so I won't see you guys. I'll be doing all the other shows, but we will. So if you need your TVON fix on a Friday night, we will still be broadcasting online. So I know you guys love when Joyce and Joanne join you guys, so they're going to be here with you on Friday night, and they'll take you through 3 hours of jewelry, and then I'll see you guys on Saturday morning and Sunday morning as usual, and then Monday and Wednesday and Thursday. So I've been doing 6 shows a week, and it's a little bit much. So we're going to give the Friday night to the gals. Join us online. We won't be on TV on Friday nights on your direct or your dish, but we will be online if you want to join us there. So join them tomorrow, and I'll see you guys on the weekend in the mornings at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So take a look at our ring. We've got a last call on anything you'd like to see in the show. So just a reminder there. And of course, we've got the 20, who's got this one? We're verifying, then we'll put up that yellow diamond for a last look, unless that's what's going. And then don't forget about our studs. We have the stud earrings here, $19.99. I think there's 1 pair left of the stud earrings that we want to make sure that you get a chance to own. And then again, oh yeah, anything else you'd like to ask about? There's a few key items here that are still available. If you want to ask about those, we can help you out. And again, thanks again for joining us on this Thursday night. So I'll see you guys still 5 times a week, as I used to see you for 5. I've been doing 6 shows a week. It's a little bit much, so that was kind of a 1 month thing. And then I'll see you guys Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we are still off on Tuesdays. We'll be off on Fridays, except for an online show. So if you want to join us and you got, your Friday night free and you want to check out some jewelry, that'll be the place to go. So final minute 40 in the show. And again, I'll see you guys Saturday morning, Sunday morning, as per usual. We start at 10 a.m. on those 2 days. That's Pacific time. That's 1 p.m. East Coast time. So keep that in mind. And then let me know who wants what, the yellow diamond or the fabulous pink and white diamond band. Either way you want to go. Here we go. This is the pink and the white. Here's the yellow. The yellow is $99.99. The pink and the white diamond rings $29.99. And those two, we will be here after we go off the air for a couple of minutes, taking your calls and helping you place those orders for those 2 fabulous pieces that can go out tomorrow. So after we size them for you, they can go right out to you. And again, 2 fabulous buys, $99.99 certified VS. And then we've got this $29.99 pink and white diamond, where every diamond in the ring is very, very, very large. So those are 2 incredible buys. And again, thanks again for joining us on this Thursday. And thank you to everyone who was watching and shopping, and appreciate all of our brand new registers as well that we welcomed in tonight. Glad you're all with us, and that is going to be a wrap for our Thursday. Again, the gals are here tomorrow night, online only. So that means like TVON.com or Facebook or YouTube. Those are the online streaming services that you can find us on. And then we'll see you guys here back as normal with our viewership on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m., the normal times there. So we'll see you then. And going to make for some early mornings. So yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Final call if you want either of those 2. We're verifying on each. So let us know which one you like. And again, wishing you a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Have a good kickoff to your weekend. We'll see you here for the weekend shopping, and lots of great jewelry to look forward to this coming weekend and week. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks.